Okay, I don't see a reason to drag out this prologue any further. What's up, guys? Happy Saturday. Actually, no, the summer solstice is tomorrow, and so is Father's Day. Both at the same time, now that I think about it. Huh. What are the odds? But anyways, So, you know how last week I ended up canceling stream because, at least on Sunday, because, you know, I had a whole project going on, I wasn't sure what game I wanted to play next and whatnot, and... well, in that regard, I'm still a little conflicted, I'm not gonna lie, guys, cause... a lot went down this past week in some capacities. I gotta know, guys. Work has been kicking my butt. I don't know what game to play on stream. Digital Circus, the final episode, it dropped on YouTube officially. No more theater nonsense, and I just realized I have no means of looking at chat. Give me a moment, guys. Why do I always forget this, man? Such a bad habit of mine. Okay, there we go. Hello, Pixel. Hello, Teutonic. Hello, Swamp. Hello, Red Line. Pretty sure you're new here. What's up? Welcome to the stream. But alright, guys. In terms of reactions today, I mean, well, okay, you know what? Let's get the easy stuff out of the way, because I did upload on Monday, and y'all already know I have something of a tradition. I have something of a tradition to react to my own videos on stream. Pretty much the day they upload, or pretty much the next day I stream, relatively speaking. Hello, Erica. Hello, Tails. So here we are, guys. Let me just make sure the YouTube tab is actually working. The Chrome tab in general. The Chrome window? Yeah, it's a window, isn't it? I mean, I'm not sure what the semantics are, but at the end of the day, I don't really care that much. But alright, guys. Let's look at... okay, hold on. Is it even on the layout? I'm telling you, man. Every time I just... like, I'm telling you, every time I just go off schedule when it comes to the streams, I just lose my entire sense of focus. It's kind of infuriating. And I don't know. Now, I'm not sure what to make of it, but the thing is, guys... I kind of wanted to go watch Toy Story 5 today and cancel stream, but here's the conflict. Apparently, the only English screening of the show, of the movie, I mean, was at 5 o'clock during the stream time today, and y'all already know, I streamed 3 hours, I started at 2:30 today, so if I stick to my schedule, I'm not gonna make it. When I don't stick to the schedule, things go wrong, and when I do, and when I stick with it, things go wrong anyways. More than likely, Pixel, I'm not entirely sure. Like I said, if we're gonna look at Digital Circus, if you're gonna look at the finale of Digital Circus, which I want to say some of you already saw in theaters or already saw for yourselves, but the thing is, guys, I already saw it in theaters, so I see little to no point to react to it on stream, like I did with all the other episodes, at least at the point that I started streaming, which is almost a year ago. Now that I think about it, guys, it has been almost a year since all of these shenanigans started, since that whole controversial quote-unquote Loud House video dropped. But why dwell on that right now? Okay, what the heck? Why is it all... there you go. Okay, that'll do. But alright, guys. First things first. Let's get to the usual. Let's get to basically the biggest tradition on the channel. Reacting to my own videos. At least as soon as I can when I upload them. Because I did upload this on Monday. And I will say this. Some people did make that observation in the comment section and in the community post I made regarding the video. Yeah. Gravity Falls' anniversary was on Monday? Originally, I only intended to upload the video as soon as I finished editing it, but then I thought to myself, oh wait, you're right. June 15th, Gravity Falls' anniversary. You know what? I may as well upload it then, and wouldn't you know what? I finished the video the night before anyways, so it was a win-win, and even then, I'm not too comfortable uploading a video on Sunday night, guys. Just cause I don't really have any statistics to prove this, but I don't know, something about uploading in the middle of the night, I just don't think it could possibly be good for YouTube algorithms and whatnot. And I don't think it was. And even then, I will say this. In terms of viewership, this is already doing better. This is already doing significant. It hasn't even been a week since I uploaded this video, guys. And it's already doing miles better than the Galaxy review. Which is, I guess you just gotta know your audience. That's really all there is to it. People just like it when I review episodes of TV shows and not movies and whatnot. Because, let's be honest, guys, every time... you know what? Let me just show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, the reaction would be too long. That's the thing. The episode is almost an hour long. Yeah, guys, every time I talk about a Loud House episode, an overarching narrative, big views. 35K, 41K. Okay, this one didn't do so crazy, but still. But when I do highlight reels, when I talk about a particular movie, not even 1K views. And then there's also the Phineas and Ferb episode. Seriously, guys, can we please get this to can we please at least get this to 1K views? Like, I don't know. Something about that uneven number. Something about that number that doesn't end in 0. It just drives me a little crazy. Or a 0 or in a K is what I'm trying to say. But I don't know, guys. That's really the gist of it. I guess it's just... I guess I have something of an archetype when it comes to my content that people actually subscribe for, and I kind of have to stick with it. And you know what? I don't mind, because honestly, nah, yeah, I you know what? I'm gonna be blunt about it. I just like views. I just like it when videos are successful. Know what I mean? I hardly make money out of YouTube, but you know what? I just like it when my videos are successful. It just means that, as corny as it might sound, it means that my voice is getting heard. It's all I can tell you. 41,000 people. And keep in mind, guys, the like-dislike ratio is like 97% positive. So the fact of the matter is, people agree. Yeah, Stelican is... Stelican base, what the heck is going on with Ronnie and yada yada yada. I've gone over these subjects time and again, and hopefully this will be the last time I want to or have to get into it, guys. It's really all I can tell you. But anyways, enough stalling. Let's get into it, shall we? You know, I love this game. I hate the fact that I have to pause it right now, but all right, screw it. So, can we talk about a really good cartoon for a change? The Ronigan stands didn't take too kindly to that video. If anything, Erica, I'm at peace knowing the fact that they are severely outnumbered. Just judging from the like to dislike ratio. I'm just glad. I'm really glad. Seriously, some rando posted, you know what? I'm just gonna keep yapping. Screw the reaction for a bit. Some rando posted my video on Reddit without crediting me, by the way. And then one of the responses was, "Oh, he's so obsessed with Stella. She's even more of a one-up than Sam." Bro, that's exactly the problem, and somehow you find a means to fault me for it. Like, I'm telling you, man, it's a classic case of, why are you booing me? I'm right. It's really just that. Like, I really don't mean to toot my own horn or just stroke my own ego, but it really is just that kind of scenario. Like, on one hand, I want to be honest about it, but it does seem conflicting. Anyways, back to it. Sorry, I was yapping for way too long there, guys, but you know what? That's part of the fun, I hope. Seriously, though, 1K views in less than a week, guys. Seriously, thank you. Like, I don't know, guys. I do want to branch out the content, because let's be honest, I do not want to be known as just that one guy who yaps about the Loud House and really likes Lincoln and Stella. Like, I'd like to have something more of a reputation. At least more than that. Well, guys, it's been a while since I last talked about Gravity Falls, hasn't it? What do you mean that's putting it lightly? Oh. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The moment this video started development, the moment I started working the script, I thought to myself, all right, I did make a retrospective on Gravity Falls like about 4 years ago. That timestamp says 3 years ago, guys, but keep in mind, that was back in 2022, and I basically, like I said, it was on the anniversary of the show, which just happened about a week ago. So this video is about 4 years old, guys, and do me a favor, please don't check it out, because I am really ashamed of the production value. It was so freaking scuffed. The mic was scuffed. The backgrounds were scuffed. The mudkip, everything about this video just felt scuffed. Like, I'm really to where I don't think I hold any credibility when it comes to what I actually said in the video. I don't know. Maybe I just feel that way. Maybe I'm just being too hard on myself, but I don't know, man.
Gonna be real, I forgot we had that.
Now, hey, speaking of Digital Circus.
Yeah, even though all these years later, I still stand by the fact that it's my favorite animated show of all time.
Please don't comment on the opinion bachelor community. Yes, that is a community. Wait, what do you mean, Tails? What do you mean by that? Yeah, I know, Mr. Chloe. I know it released yesterday. But like I said, I already saw the movie in theaters, and most, if not everyone who hangs out in the stream normally. Did I word that right? Most, if not everybody, already knows my thoughts on the show, because I more or less gave them out 2 weeks ago on stream.
I never really got the opportunity to get into every detail like I wanted to. Probably because last time, it felt like everyone and their grandmothers was on the same bandwagon. And in terms of production value...
There's that too, guys, because back then, I did gain a few subscribers from that one Dipper meme I made, but overall, I did not really have an established, let alone a loyal viewership. I'll tell you that much.
This is not my best work. Now that things have definitely...
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons, Sora. Like, maybe I could look at some bits. Like, obviously I'm not gonna react to it in its entirety, but maybe there's a couple bits I can look into. But I don't know, guys. In terms of reactions, we are pretty stacked today in terms of what I want to look at. To where, and there's also the fact that we already finished Battle for Bikini Bottom, and I don't know what to play next as far as the game stream, the gaming half of the stream. That sounds so corny when I say it out loud, but y'all know what I mean.
Dwindled down, and I'm a lot more experienced. I thought I'd take a well-deserved hiatus from a show that definitely deserves its criticisms, and maybe get back on the nostalgia train. And what better way to be optimistic about it than by tackling what many consider its worst episode, by default. Contrary to what the title might imply, though, I don't have too many negative things to say about Roadside Attraction.
Genuine question, guys. How do we, those of you that actually have watched Gravity Falls, how do we feel about this episode? Do we consider it the worst? Because it is the coldest take I can think of. Oh, Roadside Attraction was the worst episode. Bad scheduling. Candy's Crush came out of nowhere. All that stuff. Not that I disagree with most of it. But even then, I just wanted to more or less give my thoughts on it and hopefully be a little more unique about it. Because I don't agree with a good chunk of the general consensus.
Either I'm missing something, or even after all this time...
Yeah, probably Tails, but the thing is, like I said, since I started stream late today, and usually we react to Among Us at around 5 p.m., I think I'm going to push it to maybe 6:30 or 7. Like, I don't know. Those of you that actually watch Among Us with me on the Discord, let me know what's more convenient for you. And by 6:30, I mean Pacific time, by the way.
I still stand by the fact that this series doesn't have a single bad episode. It's probably helped by the fact that it can...
Guys, hold on. Show that again.
Either I'm missing something, or even after all this time, I still stand by the fact that this series doesn't have a single bad episode.
Guys, I made this meme on Reddit and posted it on Reddit, like, I want to say 5 or 4 years ago, and somehow it's still in my files. Somehow I still have it. Somehow I still had access to it, and yeah, I still stand by it. Like, yeah, there's 1 or 2 episodes that a lot of people dislike, but overall, even when I'm trying to be impartial, I'm thinking to myself, okay, it had its problems, but it's not a bad episode.
It's probably helped by the fact that it consists of only 2 tightly packed seasons. In the grand scheme of things, maybe there was just less room for mistakes. With that being said, though, it doesn't hurt to self-reflect and put some more thought into your stances every now and again. So today, I want to take a look at this one episode in particular, see if...
Something tells me you might have to clean out my computer a little bit, Tails. Okay, to be fair, though. Yeah, okay, no, I just gotta clean it out, eventually.
People have good reason for dislike.
Because keep in mind, guys, I've had this PC since 2017, and we're in 2026. Like, yeah, every now and again, I do clear out my recycling bin, I do discard every duplicate, every empty file, all that stuff. Yeah, I do give it I do give the software a relative amount of maintenance, but yeah, it could be better.
Liking it, and try to see if the minor grievances are justified. All the while, hey, look back and get some good laughs, because, let's be honest, even at its worst, most of the show's comedy still doesn't miss.
Yeah, say what you will, guys, but this episode still makes me laugh. There's several instances where it still makes me laugh. Obviously, the Coyotes line, which I do get into the video, but really, it's mostly just Grunkle Stan, the more I think about it. Y'all remember at the beginning of this episode when they get to the yarn ball and he's like, don't let her appearance fool you. This woman lit my car on fire on 2 non-consecutive occasions. Like, I'm telling you, man, the fact that Alex Hirsch cast himself as this character, probably for budgeting reasons, but he still nailed the performance. It's kind of crazy.
So, let's take a gander, shall we?
Just out of curiosity, guys, does anyone know where this edit is from? Because if I'm being honest, it's dumb luck that it actually made it into this video. It just showed, the green screening just showed up on my YouTube recommended, and I was like, you know what? I want to use this. I want to change things up from using the Paper Mario curtains. Anyone know where this is from by any chance? I mean, the voice lines kind of gave it away a little, but I'm looking for a very specific game in particular.
5 episodes left in the show. We met the author of the journals. The threat of Bill Cipher is looming. Literally nowhere is safe from his manipulations and power, except for the family household, as far as they know. So, what's Grunkle Stan's first instinct? Hey kids.
Except for the premise. Okay, like I said, Stan carried the episode, but the premise is still pretty stupid, and it's kind of out to him. Like, yeah. Okay. Bill Cipher, who knows when he could strike? He could brainwash anyone and manipulate us without even knowing he's trying to cause the end of the world. Okay, to be fair though, Ford did make a point that he doesn't want to tell anyone about the rift and whatnot, or at least Bill Cipher's means of ending the world, but then again, he did tell Dipper and Mabel, hey, Bill Cipher's on the loose. Did it not occur to him? Okay, let's tell Stan, let's tell Seuss, let's tell everyone we know, everyone that works in the mystery shack and whatnot. But no, the premise is already so fundamentally flawed to where it's kind of confusing.
Let's have a road trip around the state, far away from home, to vandalize my competitors.
Okay, Redline. I gotta have the occasional one-liner here and there. I gotta have a fixed amount of slogans just for the sake of the consistency of the channel. Know what I mean? The Paper Mario curtains, me saying let's take a gander, shall we? The record scratching, you name it, man. I gotta have a shtick.
Yeah, 10 seconds in and we
As a matter of fact, Pixel, I do get into it in the video, if you paid enough attention.
already have a problem. You'd think the guy with apocalypse preparations would at least humor the danger.
And there's that too. Y'all remember season 1? Stocking me for the apocalypse, doodly doo, we're all gonna die. And he actually uses said me in the apocalypse. So why did he feel the need to take this road trip all over again? Why did he take all these risks? I don't know, man.
I'd have to ask this question more than once, but are we sure this episode was not?
Yeah, it does get addressed. Apparently, this does get addressed in Journal 3, the physical copy of Journal 3. But if I'm being honest, guys, I feel like that's not good enough. Ford just said, oh, maybe this will be a good chance for, okay, while I make preparations for Bill, it'll be a good chance for Stan to take those kids on the road trip he always wanted to. Which, okay, why? How does that add up? I don't think it does.
Not meant to air sooner in the season?
Okay, here's the thing though, Little Meese. If Ford knew that Bill couldn't leave Gravity Falls, then why was he so surprised when Bill brought it up? You know, when he was holding him prisoner in Weird Mageddon, he was like, turns out I can't leave the town. And Ford is like, of course, Gravity Falls is weirdness, law, magnetism. Something along those lines. I do remember it vividly.
Because most, if not all of its plot holes will be patched up if that was the case. Hopefully you'll see what I mean as this review goes on.
Exactly, Nick. That's, like I said in the video, that's half of its problems. Just air it at the wrong time. Bad timing. 2 words. Bad timing.
Speaking of earlier in the season, though, apparently Dipper is still hung up on Wendy after she turned him down at the beginning of it. On one hand, I'm kind of sick of people ragging on him, even though I agree he really had no chance with her.
Yeah. Guys, I don't mean to get all defensive of Dipper, because, like I said, no, him and Wendy, never happening. I don't care. Never, okay, a 3-year age gap is not the worst thing, but I feel like they made a really specific point in their character designs by making Wendy basically twice as tall as him. Yeah, I think the point is that she's too old for him, and we all agree on that, right?
But on the other, even though they did end things on good...
Wait, you can't hear the video? Okay, hold on. I'm telling you guys, if you can't hear the video, or if I'm being too loud, please, one click and suddenly the audio's better.
But terms, I do buy it that in the canonical span of about a month, he would still be struggling with his heartbreak.
Yeah.
So, as annoying as his perspective might seem, I get it.
Keep in mind, guys, this whole show, these 2 seasons, it takes place over the course of 1 summer. And at the start of season 2, Dipper officially states summer is halfway over and whatnot. And, well, summer's still not over. It's been about a month and a half, a little less than a month. Who knows? Point is, we do have something of a consistent time frame. And yeah, speaking from experience, guys, getting your heart broken, it takes time. It takes time to fix yourself. I'll tell you from experience.
These kinds of things
Yeah, especially for a 12-year-old boy who really doesn't have a grasp on a lot of these emotions. Know what I mean?
take time. In hopes of finding closure and moving on, or really just hoping to meet other girls, Dipper
That is one way to go at it, guys. Just not necessarily it feels weird to talk about a 12-year-old boy like this. Not necessarily just getting with every girl you can, but really just realizing there's more out there. There's plenty. I hate to use this such a cliche saying, but there's plenty of fish in the sea.
tags along on the road trip, and well, do I trust that this was a course of action he'd agreed to? He's 12 years old and naive in all the right ways, but
I don't know why the caption said there, not even all the right ways. I said naive, didn't I? Is that not a common word in the English language? It might not be. I don't know.
it kind of seemed like he already did move on. I don't mean to make a mountain out of a molehill with Pacifica, but it kind of seemed like he already did get Wendy out of his head in that way.
Come to think of it, guys. What if instead of Roadside Attraction, we got an episode about that one storyline from the graphic novel? What was it called? Lost Legends? You know, that one storyline with Pacifica. What if that became an episode instead? And it replaced Roadside Attraction? You know what? That's just wishful thinking, but still.
So I gotta ask again. Was this meant to air sooner in the season? It's not like with the last.
I think Alex, come to think of it, guys. I think in the DVD commentary for this episode specifically, for Roadside Attraction, Alex Hirsch did just straight up say, "Oh, my only regret is not airing this sooner in the season." Don't quote me on that, though. If anyone could confirm or deny it, please let me know.
Last video where it was too pivotal for character progression, but it still holds plenty of merit for their character development.
Like, yeah, I'm not saying, oh, they should have gotten together or anything along those lines, like with Lincoln and Stella, which was definitely warranted when you take everything into account. But here, yeah, they really grew as characters and by being each other's friends or really understanding each other.
Especially on her end.
To where, yeah, I probably would go to the conclusion that Dipper would probably be like, especially, like I said, because he's 12 years old and naive, he probably would be thinking, Wendy who? You know what? This rich girl? You know what? I'm friends with her. She kind of likes me. I kind of like her. Sure.
Why are you talking about Trevor?
All this talk of moving on, but it kind of seemed like he already did. So again, the premise of this episode is just so redundant.
We are getting together, Seabass.
And don't even get me started on the comments that have yapped about this. Oh, why are you talking about kids getting together and kids romance? Like, seriously, just... It's a freaking cartoon, guys. Get over yourselves.
Yeah, this would totally be an uncommon occurrence. Get over yourselves.
I think I'm no longer a Ronigan shipper. Thank you, official. Okay, we got him, boys. We got one of them.
But anyways, first stop in, and while Mabel and her friends are doing their own thing, her dork of a brother is, well, emphasis on dork.
Come here often?
No, I'm a tourist.
I really don't expect any 12-year-old to be this smooth, but he just takes it to a whole new extreme of dork. It's not even funny. Actually, it is really funny, but you know what I mean.
You're funny. My name is Dopper.
To be fair, though, this girl was kind of a jerk, and not in a Pacifica kind of way.
You're a loser!
So in hopes of improving his flirting, Dipper takes pointers from his con man of an uncle. Yeah, that ought to...
Yeah, honestly, little me. So I'm glad she eventually contributed to Weird Mageddon, but basically, after Northwest Mansion Mystery Guys, she never interacts with Dipper again. Even though, you know what? Let me be upfront about this. Everyone ships it. It's the Beast Boy and Raven of Gravity Falls. Everyone ships it, but they just didn't want to commit to it for some reason.
go well. He wins
because apparently Alex Hirsch is too caught up in his "oh, love yourself" agenda. You don't need romance to be happy. Let me tell you right now, guys, anyone who tells you that is a freaking is a self-loathing liar.
girls over left and right, but then he's spurred into taking them all for granted, including an event.
In most Ways Tales, it was more so my mom, but overall, I think most of my knowledge about women in general, I think it comes from experience.
Eventually, Mabel's friend Candy, who suddenly has a crush on him? It really came out of nowhere, but credit where credit is due. It makes for some good laughs.
Yeah. She's her best friend's brother. She's seen him or maybe hung out with him God knows how many times, and suddenly she's thinking, oh, wow, he's actually really cute. I like him now. Even for a 12-year-old who's passed off as supposedly smart, not that we really know much about it, it still makes no sense.
No.
There are comments arguing otherwise, but no, I still disagree. They really didn't convince me of anything different.
Yes.
Actually, hold on, play that clip again. Hold on, play that again.
Mabel's friend Candy, who suddenly has a crush on him? It really came out of nowhere, but credit where credit is due. It makes for some good laughs.
No. Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kind of like the way this joke is delivered and the way I edited it better than the actual episode. Because in the actual episode, it's like Who do you like? It starts with a D and it ends with an ipper. No. Yes. And then it cuts to Mabel and Grenda saying, on three, Grenda. 1, 2, and then they scream. But here, it's a lot funny. I think it's a lot funnier.
No. Yes.
After the yes, just cut to the screaming, man. Dare I say it? They could have saved a lot of animation just by cutting a few seconds of dialogue and screen time.
Man, coyotes sound a lot worse than I remember.
Honestly, Eric, I have very, not mixed opinions, I have very negative opinions about heavy metal and freaking Save to Date. And I will say this, guys. In terms of some of the tier lists you guys have posted on Discord. Okay, hold on. I feel like the music is a little too loud. I've seen a couple tier lists here on the Discord. And I will say this. I don't mean to point fingers or call anyone out. No. Just, please no. Don't even think about it. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. Moving on.
So here we are at one last stop, and Mabel, ever the wannabe matchmaker for better or worse. Wait a minute, I thought we already agreed it was for worse.
Dipper, maybe we shouldn't do this. I mean, every time we've played with people's fates, it's only made things worse.
I will say this. If there's one storyline, or at least overarching storyline, that Alex Hirsch definitely fumbled, it was Mabel's love life, or her attempts at matchmaking, which are arguably one and the same. Especially with this episode, with freaking Love God, because TLDR, Mabel sees that Robbie is sad and lonely ever since he and Wendy broke up. He tries to fix him up with Tambry. It doesn't work out. She puts a love potion in their food to make them fall in love. She tries to use the opposite potion at the end of the episode, but then she refuses. For whatever reason.
At this rate, I may as well have a counter.
And then the lesson is, hey, maybe we shouldn't mess with people's love lives. But then 7 episodes later, oh, my best friend is crushing on my brother? Screw that. Let's set him up.
So anyways, Grenda set them up, only for every girl Dipper won over throughout the trip to convene.
Honestly, Swamp, I didn't even catch on to that until after I was done editing the video. But yeah, I only made that cut just to minimize the odds of getting copyrighted. Because keep in mind, guys, as long as you play a couple bits of the episode here and there, nothing could go wrong when it comes to copyright claiming and whatnot. So that was part of my reasoning. But you know what? Happy accident.
Be nearby. I would be questioning the odds of him coming up.
Okay, Eric, you know what, my guy, go watch my video of Lincoln and Ronnie Yen, and you'll know my thoughts on the episode. Because I do agree, the tornado visual was actually really fun. It's really the only thing I like about the episode overall.
Across every single girl he flirted with on a road trip, all at the same
Yeah, Pixel, if you guys have taught me anything, most of you guys cannot be trusted with tier lists.
time, but it's what he deserves, so I'll give it a pass.
I mean, I'm not going to delete it and ban you from the server, but I will look at you with a bit of disappointment, or more accurately, I'll just throw in a meme to criticize you. Bro, I love this card, by the way. I don't know who designed this. I just Google searched it, but I love this card, man. I just love it. It's so applicable in so many individual situations. I kind of love it.
Remember, kids, just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Overall, I will say this. I do like the messaging of the episode. Some ideas definitely don't complement it well. If anything, they're a disservice to the overall message. But the overall message is fine. Yeah. Just because you can, just because you're getting lucky with all these girls, it doesn't mean... Like, he really, as soon as he was successful with Emma Sue, he should have called it there. That's all he had to do.
Honestly,
I don't know why it didn't occur to Dipper to maybe not listen to his con man of an uncle and basically be a polygamous Casanova. Gosh, that feels so weird to say about a 12-year-old. But y'all know what I mean.
I have no gripes when the messaging is that.
No, Tails, you're fine. You're fine. I haven't really looked at the tier list you posted a few hours ago, but I'd say so far you're fine.
That compelling, even if it was hinging on a coincidence. He's exposed for basically dating so many girls at once, and they all dump him right then and there.
Yeah, Erica, it's crazy to think about it that, or at least in my opinion and in most people's opinion, the second ever episode in the whole franchise, and we already got crap. We already got crap, man. Should that tell me that this franchise was doomed from the start, relatively speaking? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
Before Mabel and Grenda can rag on him too, though, Stan is doing some moves of his own with the voice of probably my least favorite Brooklyn Nine-Nine character.
Which really threw me off, by the way. I did not, like... I will give credit. Her performance is not bad in this episode because I had no idea that it was her. I had no idea this was Chelsea Peretti until I was rewatching this episode a while back.
I'll give it a rest.
But at the time of this release back in, what was it, 2015? Did not know it was Chelsea Peretti.
And well, I'm not arachnophobic by any means, but holy crap, she is terrifying. She turns out to be a spider monster who...
Gosh, that design, it's so horrifying, but it's so horrifying in all the right ways.
Preys on shallow men, but does she though? You could have easily scrapped the idea of her as this foil to stand and...
Okay, hold on.
She turns out to be a spider monster who preys on shallow men.
Oh, that visual, man. How do you... Okay, should I play that in slow motion, or will that traumatize you guys? Because, gosh, it's so good, but so uncomfortable to look at. And I mean, like I said, I mean that in a good way.
But does she though? You could have easily scrapped the idea of her as this foil to Stan and Dipper's methods, and the messaging would still be good.
Yeah. She didn't have to go all, men will fall for anything. This time men are getting used for their bodies. And by that, I mean I'm gonna eat them. No, you could have just said, oh, she's a spider monster, she's hungry. That's it. Stan's plan of flirting still would have backfired, all that jazz. The plot and the messaging would still stay the same, but I guess Alex or Alex Hirsch or whoever wrote this episode still wanted to be a little preachy about it, because let's be honest, guys, if you've seen Alex Hirsch on Twitter, you know the kind of stances he takes when it comes to politics, political stances, if nothing else.
It's not too preachy of an element, but it still feels unnecessary. Her motivation could literally just be, oh, I'm a spider monster and I'm hungry, and not a lot would change. With that being said, this part of the message is a little too generalizing.
Yeah, because like I said, oh, men are the worst, men are pigs. Okay, give it a rest, Sabrina Carpenter. Sheesh.
Anyone can be the shallow, but why is she acting like pretty much every guy her age has tried exactly what Stan did?
Yeah.
Realistically, it doesn't add up.
Yeah, it just so turns out that every middle-aged dude that showed up to Mystery Mountain happens to use the same moves as Stan, to where she's actually had a full belly for a while now. She said it herself. She's never ran out of prey. Yeah, bullcrap. Bullcrap.
But like I said, it doesn't change too much. Thanks to
Hi, Boo. Welcome to the stream. How you doing, girl?
some surprisingly nice continuity from Candy, the monster gets trapped and we get another pretty funny line.
My only weakness, a giant boot. A giant newspaper, a giant cup would also have been pretty bad.
It is a pretty fun line. But seriously though, guys, have you all ever tried to deal with a spider using a cup or a newspaper? Because for me, it's always my slipper or my shoe. Because I don't know, my slipper or my shoe, or I grab a piece of toilet paper and I crush it with my hand. I put it on my hand and then I crush it. I've never used a cup or a newspaper.
Everyone gets away safely, Dipper and Stan own up to their mistakes, and suddenly Candy's feelings for Dipper vanish. For reasons unrelated to said mistake?
Okay, this is probably my biggest problem with this episode, guys. Just listen.
After seeing you flee the spider like a baby, I kind of lost interest.
That was your criteria for not liking him anymore? Being terrified of a giant spider monster that wanted to eat him? All of you? Not to okay, you know what? Just play the video. Just let video me do the talking. I kind of hate the fact that I couldn't find the font that they use in the It's Always Sunny intro, the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia intro. I did the best I could, but I think I got the point across. What? Play it again. Just play it again. Everyone was terrified like a baby. So why the hell is Candy holding it against him? Why is she not holding it against Stan or Mabel or Grenda? Nah, just Dipper, because apparently she had a crush. What? Why even mention the spider in the first place? I feel like enough criteria for Candy to dislike him, or at least lose her feelings for him, is just, oh, he was dating all these girls at the same time. That's all it took. You already had it. Why do you have to be more preachy about this crap? Why does this episode just go the extra mile to where it's a disservice to the overall episode? And people in the comments were kept trying to tell me, oh, that's just how 12-year-olds act. No, that's just that's just how children act. Maybe a kindergartner, but not a freaking 12-year-old, man. Have you ever been around actual kids? Have you ever been a kid? Do you ever live life as a normal kid? Okay, maybe not. You know what? It's not fair for me to expect that everyone has lived life normally, because I guess in this context, it's a bit of a subjective term. Moving on.
Okay, now I'm just confused. If you're gonna spend a whole episode encouraging people to move on, at least try to be realistic about it, please.
Zach, if you ask me for a season 9 tier list one more time, I'm banning you from this channel. Seriously, knock it off. It's like the 10th time already.
But anywho, all is well that ends well, except for the shack that just got counter-vandalized. Oh, also, Seuss accidentally got left
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they could have gotten away with a little more when it comes to the graffiti on the walls, but that's just me.
for the shack that just got counter-vandalized. Oh, also, Seuss accidentally got left behind. But it's funny enough to suspend your disbelief, so that's that.
Yeah, come to think of it, how would this episode have played out if Seuss wasn't conveniently written out halfway through the episode? Like, would Candy have to nah, you know what, the less I think about it, the better.
Yeah, I get it. This episode has some noteworthy problems. It falters at grasping real emotions here and there, it low-key messes with continuity and character progression, it distracts too much from the high stakes from previous episodes, and the messaging is a bit cluttered.
I mean, to be fair, Teutonic, I'm not afraid of spiders, but I still have to kill them most of the time. Like, I don't care if you set up a cobweb on my window and you're catching flies. Point is, I can't take my chances with any of them.
But it's
Ultimately, they're pests.
still really entertaining. The messaging encourages genuine honesty, to say the least. It's still funny and enjoyable, and like I mentioned, about half of these problems wouldn't even be here if the episode was just released sooner in the season.
Uh-huh.
If you watch this show from start to finish, all you gotta do is watch before the Love God episode, and I'd say you're good.
You know what, come to think of it, do I want to watch this show? Nah, no, okay, here's the thing, guys. As far as Gravity Falls content in the channel is concerned, I don't know what, okay, you know what, just let video me finish before I get to what I'm about to say.
Do I see why people consider it the worst Gravity Falls episode? Yes, but what does it say when the episode in question is still this solid? And even then, I don't think I personally consider it the worst anyways.
Hot freaking take.
I think there's another
Actually, not really, but still.
aforementioned episode that has much bigger problems than this one ever did. And unlike here, I can't even pin anything on bad timing to start, but we'll save that talk for another time.
I don't mean to tease too much, guys, and I don't know, like, guys, I have not written a single word of the script, but I think at some point I do want to review The Love God, and I think I can wholeheartedly consider it my least favorite episode of Gravity Falls, bar none. Like, say what you will about Roadside Attraction, I agree it has its problems, but in my opinion, Love God is the worst episode by far. By far. Not a lot of funny, literally only 2 funny jokes in the whole episode that make me think, okay, maybe it's not as bad as I thought, but the rest of the plot, yeah, you can either take it or leave it, or it really makes me roll my eyes. But like I said in the video, we'll save that for another time, because I have not started the script whatsoever. Who knows when it's gonna drop? Who knows if it's gonna be the next video? I just hope to get to it at some point. It might take 2 months, it might take 3 months. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I work 50 hours every weekday, so it's really balancing this, YouTube and whatnot, like content creation and my actual full-time job, it gets a little complicated sometimes. It really just comes down to my energy and whatnot. Not because it's completely, it's only bad because it's not completely terrible. Yeah, there's a fine line between, I'd say there's just a fine line between how do I word this in a way that makes sense? I'd say it's just, I don't know what I'm even thinking anymore. Point is, yeah, it has its problems, but I don't consider it a bad episode, because ultimately, the term bad is subjective. When people think bad, I don't know, man. I think I've made my point clear. What would I give Roadside Attraction? Maybe a 6.5 out of 10? Is that fair? Maybe a 7? I don't know, man. A 6.8 out of 10? Oh gosh, Tails, if I see 167 joke out of you, I'm banning you, bro. Anyways. In terms of, as far as Love God is concerned, though, I definitely give that maybe a 5.5, maybe a 6 out of 10. You know what, let me put it this way, guys. There isn't a single episode that is, that's lower than a 6 out of 10. Because I actually, like I said, Gravity Falls is my favorite animated show of all time. I don't think it has a single bad episode. But then again, a 6 out of 10 is still a D in great. Nah, you know what? Forget that mentality. Just a 6 out of 10. That's all I can say. Little Meese, I kind of had the intention of watching it today, but like I said at the beginning of the stream, the only English screening of it, at least in this country, is at 5 o'clock while I'm streaming. So I'm probably going to save it for tomorrow, if at all. Or maybe next week, maybe at some point during the week. I don't know, guys. It's all up in the air, relatively speaking. Yeah, exactly, Teutonic. Just if it weren't for the whole gag with the I Eat Kids balloon, I would unquestionably consider the Love God the worst episode in the whole. I would straight up say Love God is not a good episode. I would straight up say it like that. It would have no funny jokes. It would have nothing going for it. It would just be complete character derailment for Mabel. Like, I'm gonna be real, guys. Wendy's friends, outside of that one episode of the convenience store, why are they here? They legitimately just feel like stereotypical plot devices. Like, I wouldn't lose sleep if we never saw them in any mainline episode ever again. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Bad would be under 5 out of 10? Yeah, more or less. More or less, boo. I don't know. Like, everyone has a different criteria when it comes to that kind of, from that 1 to 10 scale, 1 out of 10 scaling. Yeah, exactly, Pixel. Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm more than happy to watch any episode over again, except for maybe The Great Divide. Just one episode out of 3 seasons, and they all have what, 20 episodes each? 59 out of 60 episodes that I could still watch again? Like, okay, yeah. Realistically, if I had no bias, guys, I don't know, guys. Like I said, Gravity Falls is my favorite animated show of all time, but if things were a little different, I would say it would be Avatar. But you know what? Avatar is still a close second. I'll say that much. In real life, Wendy's friend group will be the ones getting bullied. Pretty much. It's pretty much. Yeah, at first, boo, in the convenience store episode, I get that, but like I said, I don't think we need another episode with them, especially considering what we got with the Love God. Like, we did not need this whole episode. I feel like we could have scrapped it and nothing would change. Like the relationship with Robbie and Tambry, who cares? They were forced into it, but then it turns out, Journal 3 confirms, oh, the love potion isn't permanent. They were in love the whole time. Or at least for most of the time. Like, nah, that's just a cop-out. No, I have so much that I want to say about this episode, guys, but like I said, we'll leave it for next time. Anyways, oh my gosh, I need some water. I need some water, golly, man. How long was I yapping for there? Okay, I've been yapping for like 48 minutes, guys, and that video was only like 10 minutes long. Okay, how long was it exactly? Come to think of it. Okay, not even 10 minutes long, 9.5. Ugh. Yeah, Teutonic, just the subject alone, the dialogue, the comedic timing. Mommy, is the big balloon going to eat us? Yes, Charlie! I eat kids, but we're kids. It's heaven's punishment for our terrible taste in everything. Like, I'm telling you, man, it was... I don't know if this is the best way to describe it, but it just gave that classic Simpsons vibe, which is really telling because Alex Hirsch did specifically mention he was inspired by The Simpsons growing up. It inspires... Classic Simpsons inspires a lot of the humor in Gravity Falls, and it really shows. And I mean it in a good way. I think Wendy would likely not get bullied because of her father. Would you want to bully or hurt Wendy when she has a... Yeah. Like, I will say this, though. In terms of character, dare I say it, were it not for one line in Society of the Blind Eye, Wendy is kind of a Mary Sue. She feels like too much of a plot device. In some... Initially. Later on, yeah, I actually do really like her, especially after Into the Bunker. But before then, like, I don't know, she was more or less just a plot device for Dipper's character progression. She wasn't really much, she didn't have much of a personality on her own. But as time went on, she definitely got better and better. But I will say this, in episodes like, say, Double Dipper, she could have been any run-of-the-mill pretty teenager, and not a lot would change. That's all I can really say. What did I think about the episode where Dipper and Mabel time travel and she gets her pig at the end of the episode? I actually really liked it, Erica. The time traveler's pig, I actually really liked it. And I stand by the fact that No, Dipper was always in the wrong. Just because, you know what, guys, I've been holding on to these thoughts for 3 years, so pardon me if I don't remember most, if not everything, about this show, which makes me realize that I should probably rewatch it from start to finish. But the thing is, guys, when it comes to Gravity Falls content on this channel, I really only wanted to tie some loose ends. Talk about the episodes that I never got the chance to talk about in the retrospective back then. And even then, I feel like that retrospective could make a do-over, but that would kind of eliminate the purpose of the original one, which was to commemorate the 10th anniversary of the franchise, or the show. I mean, it's only one series, you can't really call it a franchise. Anyways, posted new art on Discord? Alright, so let's check it out. Because why the heck not? I still love this card, by the way. Wait, hold on, it's in the art tab. Yo, Swamp. Okay, my guy, you are. Hold on. Wait, hold on. Yo, that is a glow up, my boy. That is a glow up, bro. The details on the tail, oh my gosh, the little bruise. Yo, this is a glow up. Hold on. Let me see if I can add this right now. Okay, here's the thing, guys. In order to get rid of backgrounds and whatnot, I need my laptop. But, holy crap, man. This is good. This is nice. Hold on. This is pretty good. All right, hold on. Where's the, you know, give it a heart. Give it a heart. All right, what's going on here? Aw, okay. That's cute. What's this, though? Okay. He's a little more bruised, but what's with the green around him? Is he? Okay, I don't know what's going on there. Apparently he has a band-aid. He has a bandage around his flipper. Is it even a flipper or is it a paw? I don't know, man. But all right. Wait a minute. Wait, where did this emote come from? Muddy boy, hold on. Was this always a... Wait, did I add this or... Okay, where the heck did these come from? Wait, since when do you guys have permission to make custom emotes on the server? I guess anyone can, but you know what? If anything, I'm grateful that you guys haven't done anything inappropriate with it. But okay, this definitely throws me off a little, but you know what? You know what? I like you guys' choices. I don't know who did this, but I like your guys' choices. The gun in the hand, the shock Stella, just a happy Mudkip, and for some reason Neo Cortex from Crash Bandicoot, and freaking Plankton T posing. Oh, was it all you, Slump? Was it all you? Okay, it's the imposter. Okay. You know what? We have been watching Among Us, the Among Us show on the Discord server, so you know what? It fits. Speaking of which, guys, like I said, either we're finishing it tonight or maybe tomorrow afternoon, because like I said, we're a little off schedule today with what happened, with the stuff that's been happening IRL. Not gonna get into detail about it, because y'all already know I value my privacy. But alright. Zip looked like she needs to go to the Shuckle Bar? That's one way to put it. Yeah, me neither, Pixel, apparently. But alright, guys, in terms of reactions, it's a little out of left field. Okay, not entirely, because we have reacted to Nostalgia Critic in the past, but I kind of don't want to react to the one that he uploaded this week. Just out of sheer curiosity, because, well, it wouldn't be the first time I've talked about Disney movies in the chat, guys. Or at least on stream, so I kind of want to check it out. But also, I've been running my mouth for like, what, an hour now? So I'm gonna get some water, take a bit of a break, and also I have to check on my laundry. So take this time to unwind a little bit, hydrate, just breathe a little. I'm just now realizing, guys, the more slowly I talk, the more I realize, wow, I've been talking really fast. With that being said, though, guys, let's take a bit of a break, and I will be right back. Wait, is the mic still on? It is. And apparently my chat room is now a comedy club for some reason. I'm not sure what to make of that, guys. I really don't. You know what? You guys just do your own thing. I'll just keep doing my own. Which is, well, like we said, let's look into it. This is Sleeping Beauty, a review of Sleeping Beauty by the Nostalgia Critic. Why did I use my Spanish accent there? I don't know. I don't even have a Spanish accent. Seriously, guys, I've known English since I was like 6 years old, relatively speaking. Wait, why did it start at 244? Did I just keep my cursor on the thumbnail? Sometimes I don't get why YouTube works that way. Seriously, guys, just keep your cursor on the thumbnail and the whole video just starts playing. And it pretends it just continues where you left off, quote unquote. It makes no sense, but here we are, guys. Let's get it. I don't know why I turned on autoplay there, but let's do it.
To you by Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. We're coming to Texas, everybody. Come see us at Classic Game Fest in Austin, July 24th to the 26th.
Every time he promotes that he's going to be at a convention, guys, I don't even live in the United States, so it's kind of always bad luck for me.
Hope to see you there.
It would be cool to meet Doug someday, though. I'm not gonna lie. How do I make holy water? The Mudkip is frowning now. Congratulations, Boo.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic guy, remember it? So you don't have to. When you hear a Disney fairy tale, you usually think of colorful side characters, magic.
Yeah. Is Aladdin technically a fairy tale? I mean, yeah, the more I think about it, it is. Because, yeah, they do fall in love too quickly, they do get married. Yeah, it's definitely a fairy tale. The more I think about it now, it is.
Magical environments and usually interesting leads.
Yeah.
Though not Shakespeare by any means, Disney has tried to create protagonists that are adventurous, kind, charming, yet have wants and needs that both children and adults seem to connect with on one level or another.
Yeah. Dare I say it, guys? I feel like they definitely had the formula down to a T in the late 2000s or in the early 2010s, not counting Frozen, because Rapunzel and Tiana, golly, man. They are just brimming with personality and relatability. It's not even funny.
Another, when done right, many agree they are the true definition of timeless.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they go knock her out, shut them up, and let's focus on everything but them.
Yeah. Okay. Do you know what? I don't remember a lot about Sleeping Beauty. I don't think I've ever seen the movie at all, period. But from what I know, it doesn't really focus a lot on Aurora, let alone Prince Philip. Like, yeah, he fights the dragon at the end, but that's pretty much like 90% of his screen time, the more I think about it. Actually, I'm gonna be honest, Tails. I feel like most of my knowledge of Sleeping Beauty and most of its good faith is just owed to Kingdom Hearts and Aurora's involvement, you know, being a princess of heart and everything. Also, it was kind of fun in Birth by Sleep to fight the dragon alongside Prince Philip. He's actually your party member just for that one fight alone. I dig it. I dig it.
1959 Sleeping Beauty is one of those films.
And honestly, the Three Fairies guys, still iconic to this day. Like, I feel like they are basically the leads of the movie, rather than Aurora or Prince Philip or whomever, or even Maleficent.
Watched a ton as a kid, but not all the way through. This is a movie that thrives on having a fantastic villain, great
Yeah,
side characters.
yeah, freaking Maleficent, man. She manages to be so petty in her motivations to where you think to yourself, why am I supposed to be rooting for her? But at the same time, she's just peak aura when it comes to Disney villains, man. It's not even, I don't mean to exaggerate there.
Characters, breathtaking backgrounds, and some of the best music ever composed.
It's also, like I said, it helps, Kingdom Hearts really just carries the PR for me.
But I'll admit, growing up, I lost interest whenever any of that wasn't in focus. And truth be told, it kind of...
That's, sorta, I don't know. I feel like it's screwed with the immersion a little bit, because you can't really, you have to hit her in the head when you're attacking her. You can't just strike rate her in the chest like Prince Philip did.
Feels like the filmmakers did too. Animator Milt Kahl
Yeah.
admitted the crew found the main lead stale and enjoyed working on more artistically pleasing ventures like Pinocchio or Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
Critics seem to
That I did not know.
agree, giving it mixed reviews, and at the time it was Disney's most expensive animated film, causing it to bomb and sadly resulting in massive layoffs.
Wow, that's actually kind of sad, guys, because Yeah, Once Upon a Dream, it's probably one of the most iconic Disney songs out there. It's not even, like, dare I say, top 5 or top 3. Like, obviously, number 1 is Wish Upon a Star, but after that, I don't know. What do you guys think? I definitely think Once Upon a Dream is in the top 5, even though, ironically, it's not even an original composition. It's just it's just a piece of Tchaikovsky's work with lyrics on it. I'm not exaggerating, guys. Look it up.
Well, over the years, the film has more than found its audience and has made countless appearances in Disney branding.
Yeah. Basically, I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, it's iconic. That's really the best way to put it. The film is iconic.
This does raise the question, can a film still be objectively good if its supposed main characters are so forgettable?
Yeah. Come to think of it, it has so much notoriety in terms of the Disney brand as a whole, but is the film itself actually good? The film alone? Like, say it didn't have all the branding behind it, let alone the memorabilia. Would people still remember it, let alone care? Would it be just a run-of-the-mill fairy tale if it didn't have the Disney name behind it?
There's a lot to talk about on this subject matter, so let's wake ourselves.
Swamp. Let me put it this way. Hexed and the Owl House, I think thanks to Hex's trailer that just dropped, it really hit me why I already dislike it. And the same goes for the Owl House because it's practically the same premise. It's the antithesis of the hero's journey. The most common, traditional, and compelling, one of the most traditional and compelling means of storytelling, formulas for storytelling. It just does a complete 180 on it and slaps it in the face, just out of contempt. That's why I dislike it already. Just the run-of-the-mill, oh, I don't fit in. Oh, instead of it teaching you to improve yours, okay, I might just go on a whole rant here, guys, but we'll save it for another time.
Back up to find out.
TLDR, I don't like it. Not a fan. I'll keep an open mind, but I'm not a fan so far.
Let's see, no matter how bad this film got panned when it came out, it could always be worse. Let's take a look at.
Yeah. I don't have too heavy of an opinion on Maleficent, but for what little story, quote unquote, Sleeping Beauty had, Maleficent just completely, again, just being subversive for the sake of being subversive.
Sleeping Beauty.
Same reason I don't like Wicked when you compare it to The Wizard of Oz.
The film opens like a lot of Disney fairy tales with a live-action book.
Uh-huh. Yeah, why do they keep doing that? I guess to save on animation budget. And you know what? In the 1930s or whatever decade it was, fair enough.
Pays so much for these bindings of kids' stories. Do they have a gold-plated edition of Hungry Caterpillar? As the Queen of Random Kingdom gives birth to a child, causing the town.
Oh, it doesn't even get a name. Huh.
To celebrate.
Whoa, copyright. Hold on.
Aside from one musical number, Once Upon a Dream, nobody really hums the songs from this.
I didn't even know it had more songs than that, if I'm being honest. Because like I said, I don't think I've ever seen this movie in its entirety.
You're probably.
Or maybe I did. Okay, you know what? Let me put it this way. My mother did own it on VHS, and I do remember watching it at some point. Like, I do remember the car I had, the car my family had in the early 2000s. It did have a built-in VHS, and I do remember watching it there. But that's it. I think I was a toddler or a little past that.
Where the soundtrack is taken from Tchaikovsky's Sleeping Beauty ballet, and with the exception of
okay, it's not a composition. It's a ballet. Okay.
one number called Scrums, all the song melodies derive from here.
Huh.
This results in the songs not sounding bad. They still sound very pretty. They're just not usually in your head very long.
Dare I say it, guys? Once Upon a Dream is the only instance in recorded history where adding lyrics to an already a pre-existing piece of music actually makes it better. Am I crazy for thinking that? Because I don't know, guys. Time and again, I see, oh, Shion's theme from Kingdom Hearts, but with lyrics. Oh, character's theme from Xenoblade, but with lyrics. No, I just could never get into it, just because it's so. These kinds of compositions, they are designed specifically to not have vocals. So adding it just makes it so distracting to where, and even then, it's not very engaging. But this is one of the few times where they actually pulled it off. In the 1940s, let alone, and of all places, of all times. Boot, if the Grimm Brothers' Cinderella is anything to work off of, the less I know about the original fairy tale, the better. You know, the whole, oh, the stepsisters cut off their toes so their feet could actually fit in the glass slipper or whatever. Like, nah. The original fairy tales, they definitely had a lot of uncomfortable elements. Or dark elements. You know what? That's a better way to describe it.
It's almost like music not written to have any words. Usually shouldn't have any words. The film also got a lot of flack for looking very flat when it came out, but
It was the 40s, man, or 50s. I don't know what decade it was. Point is, it was a long time ago.
I missed the point of the art style. It's supposed to have a design like a medieval tapestry, and painter
You know what? That works. I didn't even think about that, but it works.
Earl was not only the art director, but also did several of the backgrounds.
Wow.
I actually had the fortune of stumbling upon an exhibit that happened to be at the Disney Museum when I was
It's a little distracting, but hey, it does feel stylized the more I think when you put it that way.
visiting. And I'll tell you right now, no camera can capture the contrast of his work. It's both somehow flat, yet also
You know what? Yeah, Swamp, it's been a while. We can make him smile again. Here. Happy Mudkip.
has so much texture, making the colors and especially the shadows leap out at you, leaving
Wow.
an unforgettable impression.
Huh.
I mean, when I was younger, I didn't really get why some things that were meant to
Again, like I said, I have not seen this movie since I was a borderline toddler, and all these years later, wow. This is really good cinematography. I'll tell you that much.
be in the background or in the foreground and vice versa, but that's part of the idea. It's like what
Uh-huh.
UPA or Cartoon Saloon does, where the memory
Uh-huh.
of what you might see in the distance is stronger than what might be right in front of you.
Yeah.
So
See, this is why I really like it when Doug does reviews of classical Disney movies and whatnot. Like, he really does get into the nitty gritty of it and uses a lot of big words that I barely understand. And I mean that in a good way.
plays with the positioning and beauty of memory. If the characters look too three-dimensional,
Like, people just don't give him enough credit when it comes to actually being a critic. Like, most of the time, he's just in it for the jokes, but when he gets analytical, he gets analytical. And you know what? I respect. That's all I can say.
they would clash too much. So they flattened out a bit, allowing you to take in and admire both the cell animation and the painted backgrounds equally. If you'd like to learn more, please visit our gift shop in the...
Wait, is he actually?
Sorry, I really love the art style.
Yeah, it is really good.
Neighboring kingdom called King Hubert is excited to unite their lands by betrothing his son Prince Philip to Princess Aurora.
And so looked unknowing on his future bride.
That is such an uncomfortable prospect, but hey, it's medieval times. It shouldn't surprise me.
Don't worry, that's the face I give most of your scenes in this.
Yeah, outside of him slaying the dragon, he's kind of a creep in the movie. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm a sucker for fairy tale romance, but yeah, he's definitely a creep. I'm not gonna deny that whatsoever.
The three good fairies.
Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather are the three good fairies.
Again, keep in mind, guys, canonically, they gave Sora his drip in Kingdom Hearts. So I can't hate them.
Everyone's political stances are basically good and ruler of all evil, as each gives a gift to the child.
My gift shall be the
Yeah, a lot of his humor is hit or miss, boo. I'm not gonna deny that.
gift of beauty. My gift shall be the gift of song.
Wait, is that why? Hold on. That little visual of the whole, can you even call that a constellation? Is that why Maleficent takes that form when you fight her in Kingdom Hearts? You know, her non-dragon form? Huh. The more you know.
My gift shall be a house of bricks. Wait. They grant their gifts through basically Fantasia segments that never got made, but before Merryweather can give hers, the evil sorceress Maleficent appears.
Yo, S-tier Disney villain. I don't care what anyone tells me. Say what you will, she's not really complex. Her motivations are petty as all heck. But absolutely absolutely goated, man.
Quite a glittering assemblage, King Stefan. Royalty, nobility, even the rabble.
Eleanor Audley, the same actress who played Lady Tremaine, plays this role, and
Wow. You really do wonder how many times they reuse voice actors in the classic Disney films, because, let's be real, guys, World War II era, whatever decade this was, hard to find talent. Like, talent scouting was really not that common of a practice, let alone a possibility.
do I even need to mention how amazing this character is?
Yes! No, no! Oh my god. Oh gosh, I'm clumsy.
This isn't just one of the great Disney villains, this is one of the great villains, period. Combining a calm, elegant charm with a destructive, powerful vengeance. It's everything you want in a great baddie.
Yes.
Literally all she needs is to be snubbed at a baby shower, and that's enough motivation to ruin your life.
Yeah.
Well, at that event, I'd best be on my way.
You're not offended, Your Excellency?
Why, no, Your Majesty. I, too, shall bestow a gift.
I love to imagine if the Queen didn't say just that one line, she would have left and none of this would have happened.
Yeesh. She's kind of mean, but that's kind of the whole point.
Well, in that event,
Like, it really seemed like an earnest question on the queen's behalf, but
I'd
all
just
right,
be on my
sure.
way.
Roll credits. Yeah.
Maleficent casts a spell saying on Aurora's 16th birthday she'll prick her finger on a spinning wheel and die.
It's an oddly specific curse the more I think about it.
Hey, 16 is when they start getting all moody and hating their parents. I don't know, sounds fair.
I mean, no, shut up. Doug, don't even go there.
Merryweather uses her gift to replace her death with an endless sleep that can only be broken with true love.
Yeah, boo. I mean, what? Yeah, I'm not surprised. The Maleficent inspo ends up being completely overrated. I mean, I'm not surprised.
Love's kiss. Even with that, though, the fairies try to figure out how to keep her safe without having to send her into a deep slumber.
Uh-huh.
You know our magic doesn't work that way. It can only do good, dear, to bring joy and happiness.
Like a lot of fairy tales, it's kind of humorous how both imaginative and unimaginative their solutions can be.
Yeah.
Turn her.
Like, they can be a little clumsy, but they were still well-meaning and motherly. And you know what? I can't hate them for it. Same reason I really do like them. I thought they were really charming in Kingdom Hearts. That whole scene where in the second game where they try to get Sora's new outfit and they just keep bickering. I thought it was really charming, but that's just me though.
Into a flower. Until Maleficent sends a frost, she always.
That's a good question, Tails. To this day, 7 years after the events of Kingdom Hearts 3, and we still don't know, Tails. We still don't know. Like, throughout the whole plot, we don't fight with her, we interact with her like once or twice. But she says she's looking for the black box, but we still don't know what she wants with it. Probably the same thing as usual. Oh, conquer all worlds, blah, blah, blah. I will admit, as time has gone on, as far as Maleficent's character in Kingdom Hearts is concerned, it's definitely gotten a little too basic as time goes on, especially because we've gotten more and more complex villains as time went on, especially with Xehanort and whatnot. And like, honestly, guys, if you're a long-time Kingdom Hearts fan like me, there is a lot to look forward to with Kingdom Hearts 4, and I'm definitely playing that game day one, especially now that I know it's dropping on the Switch too.
He's ruined your nicest flowers.
1959? Wow. Okay, close enough, Erica. I said 1940s. I was one decade off.
Else looks like we're separating her from her family for 16 years.
Many sad
Yeah.
and lonely years passed by for King Stefan and his people.
Yeah, it's the same logic as Frozen. There's clearly other workarounds, but they're operating on simplified fairy tale rules.
Yeah.
As long as the mood and style supports it, I'm okay with it.
It's incredible.
I mean, are they just gonna... Was there really a... I don't know if there was a better workaround.
To 16 years later, where Maleficent can't believe in all that time her minions couldn't find Aurora. Leading
Wow.
to bigger laughs in the movie when they say they searched every cradle.
All these years they've been looking for a baby.
Disney has Star Wars in their canon. I can see the confusion.
Wait, he's 50? Ew. Just... It doesn't even feel right to call him Baby Yoda anymore. Not that anyone still does anymore.
She doesn't take it well.
A disgrace to the forces of evil.
Fun fact, that's what Disney says when something underperforms.
Why would you say that, man?
And she sends her Raven to search the kingdom for her.
Go, and do not fail me.
Why did this not occur to her 16 years ago?
And she forgot how much I love hating this thing.
Yeah.
Even though he doesn't talk, he's the perfect tattletale and kiss ass.
Yeah, not a single line of dialogue, and he was definitely a pain in the butt when you fought him in Birth by Sleep.
And loves every second of it. If Maleficent was a teacher, he would always remind her when she didn't assign homework. In the forest, we see the fairies disguised as maidens still hiding Aurora while also preparing her 16th birthday and to finally tell her the truth.
Uh-huh.
What are you three dears up to? We.
So yeah, whenever I think of the passive, boring, forgettable Disney princess archetype I usually hear people talk about, this is the one that comes to mind.
Yeah, Aurora is definitely... Would it be fair to call her the blandest of the trinity of Disney princesses? You know, Snow White, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, the original trinity, the OG three. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah. She's definitely the blandest of the three, because Cinderella, I mean, she definitely had a clear-cut personality, and even Snow White to some extent, but overall, in terms of nuance, Sleeping Beauty definitely falls for it, even compared to them. I'm not expecting a lot, because like I said, classic fairy tale, all that jazz. No, lack of logic, they have a sense of logic by lacking logic, if that makes any sense.
Make no mistake, I think a lot of Disney ladies have been unfairly balled out over the
Yeah, barely Sora, but he's still annoying.
years, but this one I do actually agree with. She's not an awful character. That would be something. She's just nothing.
I mean, Arian, it seems fine, but then I heard he's voiced by Mark Ruffalo, so I was like, no, no thank you. Mark Ruffalo is a piece of crap in real life, so I really don't want to, but I'll keep an open mind.
Oh dear. Why do they still treat me like a child?
She looks nice.
You are a child. You're like, I guess things are different in medieval times. I don't know.
Nice, sings nice, has an all-around nice aura, but there isn't any.
Don't you mean a nice Aurora? I regret nothing. Moving on.
Anything about her that stands out.
They say if you dream a thing more than once, it's sure to come true.
As a kid, I would have been happy, as a maybe, and even a young teenager, I was happy to subscribe to that mentality, but then reality slapped me in the face. Twice.
In fact, as soon as they introduce her, they can't wait to get rid of her. Oh, hi, piss off. We got actual fun stuff to do in this movie.
Uh-huh.
Don't hurry back, dear. Goodbye. Goodbye.
As I mentioned, much more attention is given to the side characters, and
Yeah.
to their credit, they are much more entertaining.
Yeah, the fairies,
Have a lot,
very memorable characters, even to this day.
lot of charm and chemistry with each other, even when they're being passive-aggressive as hell.
Up here, dear.
Compare them to the Maleficent version, and you know what? I was insulted. Especially because one of them was played by freaking... What was the actress's name from Harry Potter? The one that played Umbridge? I forgot her name, but... Gosh, man, what a contrast.
Here. You can be the dummy. Bitch.
Even fighting over Aurora's dress color surprisingly leads to some good visual humor as well as some cute wordplay.
Uh-huh.
Good gracious. Who left the mouth running?
But at some point, we gotta cut back to our lead, dreaming of her true love, and of course, her equally boring true love is nearby with
Yep.
a grown-up Prince Philip.
Don't you remember? We've met before.
So, question. How old was he at the time of Aurora's christening? I want to say at least 5 or 6, because the age gap is still a little distracting, but like I said, product of the time, more or less.
We have?
Well, of course. You said so yourself. Once upon a dream.
Alright, maybe he's not quite as bad as her. I mean, he does do a few cool things, and
Yeah.
occasionally gets a good line.
Now, Father, you're living in the past. This is the 14th century.
Okay, that's a good line.
And while I don't mind them instantly falling in love when they meet, again, fairy tales and emotional
Again, that was so freaking creepy. He just basically ambushed her in the woods and started dancing right along with her while she's off daydreaming.
storytelling, I get it. They're still so bland.
Yeah.
I walked with you once upon a dream.
The less I hear his rendition of that song, the better.
I honestly think the only reason people even remember this being romantic is because Once Upon a Dream is the only music where the lyrics surprisingly go really well.
Yeah! What did I say earlier?
I legit would have sworn this was written as a song first.
Ugh.
before the play.
Who are you? What's your name?
No, seeing.
Excuse me? You made all these moves and you barely asked for her? Never mind. Fairy tale logic.
Philip was about 5 years older than her, and she
Okay, yeah, about 5 years old.
16. That makes this romance interesting.
Questionable, if nothing else.
Truth be told, I always figured Disney fairy tales operated like regular fairy tales, where
Yeah.
kids imagine the leads as young, but not children. Older
Uh-huh.
than them, but not old. I mean, for God's sake, Snow White is supposed to be 14, but if she actually looked 14 at the parks, kids wouldn't recognize her as that character.
Yeah. Imagine if they actually hired a 14-year-old to play her at the parades and whatnot.
So if you want to take this all literal,
So maybe don't take the canonical ages too seriously. Or literally, like you said. Okay, you took the words right out of my mouth. The caption is right there.
well, there's plenty of awful movies trying to fix it waiting for you, but
Okay. I will say this, though. Live-action Cinderella? Not that bad. From what I remember. Wait, there was a Pete's Dragon remake? I do not remember this for the life of me. Little Mermaid, awful. Maleficent, awful. Aladdin, awful. Lion King, awful. Jungle Book, I'm a little mixed. Beauty and the Beast, awful. Mulan, practically not even the same plot, awful. And Peter Pan and Wendy, when did this happen? I'm telling you, man, sometimes I'm just out of the loop, and you know what? Maybe it's for the best.
But I personally don't think that was the intention.
Oh, no, I can't. Goodbye.
She tells him to meet her later that night at the cottage and even tells the fairy she
Would I consider Minnie Mouse an honorary Disney princess? Huh. Maybe? I'm not sure what the criteria is, but I guess she is the I don't know, man. The criteria is just so flimsy to where I don't know what is and what isn't a princess. There are people out there that say, "Oh, Cusco is an honorary Disney princess." Like, it's not exactly a concept I take too seriously.
met someone. But the fairies revealed the truth at the same time the raven found them.
You must never see that young man again. I can't believe it. No.
You're not even my real mothers.
Okay, that was a good joke. I'm not gonna lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Princess Aurora's last line in the movie. She never talks again.
Really? I mean, I know her screen time is short, but that's it? Wow. That's jarring.
But you'll leave so many memorable lines like...
Can we at least get a little sound effect of her voice actress snoring? Did we at least get that? Probably not.
Chaplain, did you take my pen? Why do you keep taking...
Okay, he's talking about the sponsor, but at the same time, it's featuring his cats. So, I don't want to skip it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't want to skip it.
My pens. You don't have a job and they don't taste good. What's wrong with you? You're the devil. There's a reason you shouldn't trust my idiot cat with pens because
Aww.
like there's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest.
I'm not really a cat person, guys, but you know what? Every now and again, I don't mind them.
Just injury law firm. The people there know how to use
No.
like my idiot cat who's an idiot. You're an idiot.
Hey.
You know this. Morgan & Morgan has a
Leave Chaplin out of this, man. He's doing his best.
track record of fighting for the people for over 35 years. Over $30 billion recovered for their clients. Morgan & Morgan knows a thing or two about fighting to get you the compensation you deserve. Hiring Morgan & Morgan is like hiring an army to go into battle.
Yeah, you know what, Boot? That's a nice way to go at it. Minnie's not a Disney princess. She is the queen of Disney.
No, seriously, they got more than 1,000 lawyers and 100 offices nationwide.
You know, when you put it that way, it really makes you wonder why. I kind of wish, whenever Disney gets parodied and whatnot, I kind of wish Minnie had more of a significance. Because when people think, oh, big evil corporate Disney, everyone just associates it with Mickey. At least when it comes to parodies like South Park. Like, not even a mention of Minnie.
Didn't even consider hiring idiot cats. That's how smart they are. If you're injured by someone else's negligence, you deserve to be paid. Not all law firms are the same. If you hire the wrong one, you may be beat before you even start.
Uh-huh.
If you're injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan.
I'm not even paying attention to the advertisement, guys. I'm just staring at the cat.
Their fee is free unless they win. So for more information
Aww.
idiot cat, seriously, stop bringing up my idiot cat. You can go to forthepeople.com/nostalgia.
Okay, you know what? The point of an ad is to keep you entertained and actually advertise. You know what? Respect. Normally, I skip the sponsor section, but you know what? I can't be mad at this one. I really can't.
Nostalgia. You have an addiction, Chaplain, and needs to be beat.
No, it did not, Arian. No, it did not. Matter of fact, I think Nostalgia Critic reviewed it too. And no, I wasn't a fan of it. The only credit that I can give it, two things that I could give credit to the film, and virtually nothing else. Billy Eichner as Timon, and Hans Zimmer doing the original soundtrack. Again, that's the only credits I can give it. Other than that, I hated the songs. Most of the songs weren't even there. Why did we cast Seth Rogen as Pumbaa? Why is freaking Beyonce Nala? What's with all these celebrity castings? What's with all these visuals? What was so wrong with the original that you felt the need to remake it with CG? So much crap that was ultimately either a disservice to the story or just flat out unnecessary. You know what? Come to think of it, guys, since we're not playing a game today, matter of fact, I'm still deciding on what game to play next on stream, I kind of want to look at Nostalgia Critic's review of 2019 Lion King. I'm pretty sure he has it, but don't quote me on it.
Away with you. Yeah, that's right. Chase it. It's gonna take you on an adventure. What's wrong with you? Don't be my idiot cat.
These jokes and side comments are only proving why I don't watch. Ah, boo. To each their own.
How desperate are they to not focus on the actual main characters?
Arian, that sounds... Again, the original, even for 2006, it's fine. Why does it need a remake?
Even the kings get a
It doesn't.
subplot. An 8-minute one, to be exact.
Huh.
For grandchildren, I'll have the Royal Woodcarvers start work on the cradle tomorrow. To the Woodcarvers Guild.
What is this?
Yeah, what's the point of this plot?
What are we doing? Time be better spent on the characters it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And man, they really had no problem.
Can we maybe put a little more screen time on Aurora? Last time we saw her, she was completely distraught. And apparently that's her last line in the movie.
Their characters getting tanked in the G-rated films, did they?
Can't meet your future bride looking like that. But I have met her, Father.
Prince Philip says he doesn't want to marry the princess.
Chronoroki, I hate to break it to you, man, but it's already on the way. Live action Tangled is already on the way, and I'm already dreading it. The only semblance of hope I have is the fact that they already cast Catherine Hahn as Mother Gothel. Seriously, look it up.
But rather the peasant girl he met in the forest.
Give up the throne, the kingdom, for some
I'm gonna go make s'mores. Well, knock yourself out, Boo. Share some with me. Okay, you really can't, but you know what I mean.
She's not nobody. A lot stands out about her, like she dances with owls. That's apparently a thing.
Okay, she's just dancing with the woodland critters, man. I mean, what Disney princess doesn't at this point? I mean, Cinderella has the mice, Snow White has the dwarfs, and some animals.
and marry the girl I love. Exactly. Goodbye, Father. Goodbye, Father.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Prince Philip's last line in the movie.
Wait, what? Does he just flat out not say anything while fighting Maleficent? Wait, what? Is that how that went down? Oh my gosh.
He never talks again. Based on a ballet where nobody speaks, you say. The fairies sneak Aurora into the castle, and after 16 years of looking out for her, they leave her alone in the last few minutes, allowing Maleficent.
Sheesh, at least say goodbye or warn your father or keep an eye out for her until her birthday is over. Like, dude, why?
To make her move.
Okay, there's a fine line between fairy tale logic and just flat out bullcrap. That's just flat out bullcrap. Oh wait, Boot, you're leaving? Oh, well, it's a little sad to see you go, but take care, homie.
I don't mind saying this scene scared the shit out of me as a kid.
What about it?
Combined with how slow and still she moves is eerie as hell. Especially if you grew up with it on VHS.
Yeah, okay. Without the HD rendition, yeah, I can see why that might creep you out a little.
High def, it's still effective, but on video, it's like you're watching a David Lynch
film. She does look very ghostly, for lack of a better term.
It's legit unnerving. Just play some scary electronic music over it.
Okay, you know what? That's a good edit. Okay, yeah, you're really selling me on the point, man.
Happy dreams. It's a spinning wheel and forces her to touch it. Yet, really, in this version, what's the point of making it a spinning wheel? It could honestly be anything.
Yeah, that's just a very specific element. That's just a very specific element to use for this curse. Like I said, the curse is really janky overall.
Fine, they're too late.
You poor simple fools.
That look on her face is so believably disgusted. Like,
yeah.
Thinking,
why is she so angry? You already succeeded.
That's 16 years of shit, and I am looking at the 3 reasons why.
Here's your precious princess.
The fairies can't bring themselves to break the hearts of the people who think she's safe, so, logically, casting the same curse on them makes the most sense.
Ouch.
As beautiful as this scene is, I did find it did just...
It's actually surprisingly heartfelt for such a depressing scene.
Up a little too well, as I did usually fall asleep watching it as a kid. Seriously, if you need some ASMR stuff to help conk you out at night, this, and of course yours truly, will
Okay, respect. He's self-aware when it counts. I can respect that.
Philip, seems he's fallen in love with some peasant girl.
Peasant girl?
The fairies figure out Philip was the one Aurora fell in love with, but unfortunately Maleficent figures that out too.
Uh-huh. Oh. Oh gosh.
Captured, I'm sure, is also pretty scary for kids, and while it's not quite as creepy as the hypnotizing scene, it's still pretty damn intense.
Yeah.
I set my trap for a peasant, and lo, I catch a prince.
I had a coupon. And the fairies try to rescue him at Maleficent's Again, it may go without saying, these angles and backgrounds are so damn good. They look like Castle.
This is the part her PSP model turns into a JPEG. Okay, give the PSP a pass, man. It was When did it start? What was it? 2000? When did that console drop? 2008? It definitely had some hardware limitations.
Console's pissed off aunt.
Oh, come now, Prince Philip. Why some melancholy?
She reveals her evil plans for Philip to keep him chained up for 100 years and release him as an old man to finally wake his true love.
Off he rides on his noble steed.
Why not just kill him right then and there? He's your only means of saving Aurora. I was about to say Rapunzel, saving Aurora.
To wake his love.
I guess she's a bit of a sadist.
Which she would still be young and beautiful, which is how the spell works. But
Yeah, she'd still wake up. Even though Philip is old and ugly and he's on the verge of death, she would still wake up. Basically ruining your original plan.
You would be all weird and old. And, ew, that's like, ew, you know.
Wait, really? 2004 Red? Oh my gosh.
As long as somebody's suffering.
Yeah, I'm way off.
Ew. I guess this was a holdover from Snow White where the prince there was going to be given the same treatment by the queen.
Oh.
So whenever I think this character might be a little lacking, I can always remind myself.
Huh. Makes you wonder if it's just a, if this is just a, if all those visuals with her plan are just scrap visuals from Snow White.
Hey, at least he got more than 2 lines.
Huh.
Time to explain.
The fairies free him and upgrade his gear, letting him know what lies ahead.
Really? All of this story going down and not a single line out of him? Not a single line out of the hero of the story?
The road to true love may be
That is very distracting.
barred by still many more dangers, which you alone will have to face.
Bullshit, those magic wands have so many cheats.
Yeah.
Call them literal life hacks.
Yeah.
I give credit Philip swings his sword around like somebody who's never used a sword before, which
I mean,
makes
yeah.
the danger feel bigger. And Jesus, she chained up the horse. Is he gonna live to 100 too? How's this gonna work?
I mean, was there any reason not to? He was helping Philip at the end of the day.
Yes, they can only use their magic for good, like encasing your soul in solid rock for all eternity.
Okay, to be fair, he was kind of asking for it. That raven is a jerk, especially in the Kingdom Hearts games.
Even though this guy is a bore, I don't care. This leads to one of the best climaxes in any Disney film.
Yes.
It even has one of my favorite shots in anything, when Maleficent reaches the top of her tower.
Uh-huh. Ooh. Ooh, what a shot, man. Oh, that is such a good shot.
Seeing her face, that shot gets across, I am going to fucking kill you.
Even her face is covered in shadow in the shot. Bro, that is aura.
All through background,
Holy.
body movement. This shot gets across, shit is going down, and it's gonna be epic. And like I said, this climax is epic.
Yes.
I don't know how any critic back then could watch this sequence and just say, pass. The way the music from the ballet.
Bro, if Maleficent is actually going to be relevant in Kingdom Hearts again, can we base it... Like, I know we fought the dragon form time and again, or Maleficent in general, but can we please get one in full HD glory, please, in some ways? I mean, they are trying to set her up and make her plot relevant. Just saying.
It perfectly matches the animation of Maleficent's fury. The background's literally blazing as tension rises. The amazing depth of the field with the close-up of the horseshoes while still seeing Maleficent on her tower in the same shot. With these thorns popping up inches from the camera, covering the castle that was in full view just a moment ago. This is stuff only animation can do, and it just makes the battle
It really is such a spectacle, man. A pure cinematographic spectacle. Did I even say that right?
Good and evil seems so much more big and exciting. Though with that said, he's got a sword. Why'd you think weeds would work?
Yeah.
It builds up to Maleficent using an audio.
Never mind. Do we even want to take the fairy's magic into account?
Word.
All the powers of hell.
Yep, there's the line.
Use my one F-bomb. Don't make YouTube demonetize me. Turns into, in my opinion, the coolest animated dragon I've ever seen.
Yeah, to this day. I can't think of a cooler one, except for maybe Jake Long? Maybe the dragons from Avatar? Like, I don't know. She's got some competition, but she's still at the top.
Defeat Maleficent with their good magic.
Fly swift and sure.
That evil die and good endure.
In the most peaceful conflict-resolving way possible. She makes the sound the queen made from Snow White.
Okay, to be fair though, I mean, do you expect that any less? Bro, even the blood is leaking out, man. Golly.
And the day is saved. finally to Aurora to wake her.
Uh-huh. Okay, I can only play so much of this without getting copyrighted, guys. So I'm just gonna skip a few seconds. So they say, Tails. It feels like a load of bull crap, and I don't think Nomura planned that far ahead, but yeah, that's how it went down, apparently.
She wakes up, and so is the rest of the kingdom, and they all discover the twist that the prince and princess that were supposed to marry were actually the prince and princess they were supposed to marry.
Yeah. It's upon a dream, and that's gonna get copyrighted, so again, skip it.
Bloated Christmas ornament. Well, all you could cut is cheese, you beerless garden gnome. Come here.
Beardless garden gnome? I'm gonna use that at some point. And that's that.
That was Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, the leads are a bore, but
The rest of the film? Still charming.
did you see everything else?
Yeah.
It's clear the prince and princess are supposed to be the blank slates for kids to imagine themselves as, and
In some
as they go,
ways.
they don't really
Although, if I'm being honest, it's not like I ever envisioned myself as Prince Philip. I'm not gonna lie, guys.
have any bad messages I can think of. They're just not very interesting. But just about everything else.
Yeah, Tails. She... It really came out of nowhere. Like, you could have just said, oh, she was resurrected by memories or whatever, but no. Went back in time, met the Master of Masters, yada, yada, yada. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but hey.
About this movie is interesting.
Maybe it is building up to something interesting. I'm gonna hold out hope, just because Maleficent is that iconic of a villain.
Not just the amazing animation, but the music and the other characters are all memorable, ranging from delightfully comic to epically exciting.
Yeah.
Maybe if the movie had more screen time with the boring leads, I'd be angry at how lackluster they are, but the film seems to be aware of how pawnish they are, so they don't give them that much focus. It's almost like the fairies in Maleficent are the main characters, using the
Which they are. I mean, basically, in Birth by Sleep, outside of, at least in Ventus's route, the fairies are helping you throughout the whole journey.
As their action figures. Is that a problem? Well, yeah, the main characters should be the main characters and should be interesting, but
I mean, can you really call it Sleeping Beauty when Sleeping Beauty isn't there for most of the movie?
I think it's enough to overlook the majority of things that do work with this.
Yeah.
There's so many things in this movie I see as an amazing achievement.
Just-
It's just not as good an achievement as some other Disney classics.
Just not the best Disney classic, but it's still a good classic nonetheless.
But when listing some of the best villains, comic relief, and artistic...
Make it pink. No, make it blue. It's I'm telling you, man, I love the Three Fairies, man. Absolute charmers.
backgrounds in the Disney library, Sleeping Beauty is certainly high up there. So for me anyway, that makes it pretty valuable. For all the money, hard work, and artistry that went into this film, I think in many respects it still ends up paying off in one way or another.
I guess you do have to go into this film with a certain mentality to appreciate it. Because if you're just going from a full-blown traditional storytelling format, you're thinking to yourself, oh, the main character sucks. The whole movie probably sucks. But nah, you really just got to pay attention to everything else.
I'm the nostalgia critic, I remember it, so you don't have to.
Red, my guy, this it came from this movie. Where do you think Thomas Sanders got it from?
You're living in the past. This is the 14th century.
Is that the best line in the movie? Probably. Well, that's that, guys. So now what? Because honestly, guys, I'm not sure what more... Okay, maybe there is one more thing I want to take a look at, especially considering, like I said, my plans for tomorrow for watching Toy Story 5. Y'all remember Alex's Myers review? When we looked at Alex Myers' review of Mario Galaxy, I kind of want to look at his review of Toy Story 4 and maybe yap a little, because I think I've made enough of a point in the past that I'm not a fan of Toy Story 4. Like, people will say it's a good movie, blah, 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 it won the Oscar, all that good stuff, it's an underrated classic, but no. It's too much of an insult to the legacy of the franchise for me to respect it. You added 5 emails to Discord? Oh gosh. Pixel, what did you do, man? Hold on. Hold on. Oops. Wait. Wait, you added 5 more? Okay, who is adding all of these then? And why am I locked behind some of them? I guess it's because they're gifts, but... Okay, do I have any means of knowing who added what? A handsome Hank, that was probably Swamp. Chris Pratt with the Mario nose, though. Okay, this is my favorite one. This is my... Erica, I'm not a masochist. I'm not a masochist. But, like I said, guys, okay, where is it? I think he did a review for all 3 Toy Story movies. Did he review the 4th one? Okay, I haven't even looked at the 3rd one. I haven't looked at any of them. I guess for some reason, again, if you put the cursor on the thumbnail long enough, YouTube pretends you already watched some of it, which I haven't. You know what, maybe we should start from the top, but... yeah, we're not going to get to all of them today, guys, because like I said, y'all already know how frequently I love to pause and give my own thoughts. Also, we're about, what, an hour and a half into the stream? Yeah, we got an hour and 12 minutes left, guys, so maybe the first 2, maybe the first. So, let's get to his review of Toy Story 1, just to start. And you know what? He is very perceptive of copyright claims and whatnot, so I'd like to believe we're fine in that regard. We'll just have to wait and see. The deal one is you. You know what, guys? If you make me laugh hard enough, I'll let the emotes stay. Although, to be fair, I really don't know how to get rid of them anyways. Seriously, guys, how did you do it? Please, let me know. Anyways, let's look at No One Remembers How Insane Toy Story Was by Alex Myers.
Hey everyone, before the video starts, YouTube cares a lot about something called viewer satisfaction, whatever that means. So if you could leave a comment about anything vaguely related to the video, I want to do a little experiment and see if that affects anything. So please do that. Okay, bye.
You know what? On one hand, I do appreciate a high number of comments on my channel, guys. But then I remember, I mostly review Loud House episodes, so the less I hear from this fandom, the better in some ways. So it's a little conflicting for me to try to encourage this practice. That's just me, though.
Bye. Well, somehow I've lived long enough on this floating space tire fire to be 7 years old when Toy Story 1 came out, and now here I am.
Wait, holy crap. How old are you? That was in 1995. Okay, my guy is well in, what, his 40s? High 30s?
Witnessing the trailer for Toy Story 5. You know, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like Toy Story was my entire childhood.
Yeah, it's 2026. Okay, he's about 38. Oh, gosh, man.
Or whatever, but I mean...
Bro's really hustling. You know what? I can respect it.
Like, Toy Story 5? What are we doing as a society?
Exactly.
But so, with Toy Story 5 on the horizon,
I will say this, though, guys. Even though I do want to watch Toy Story 5 and see what they do with the whole iPad kid plotline and whatnot, again, and I've stood by this opinion since 2019 or whatever, or whenever Toy Story 4 got first announced, they should have ended at 3. I don't care how cold of a take it is. It should have ended at 3. Perfect conclusion, perfect everything, man.
Realize 2 important things. One is some people live in a totally different universe than I do.
Uh-huh. I mean, there's some semblance of promise, but I will say this, though, guys, judging from the advertising and the jokes that some of it has, oh wow, but Woody has a gut, Woody has a bald spot, really? Is this really the best I can expect when it comes to humor and whatnot? Like, what does that say about the rest of the movie? Like, I'm not gonna pretend Toy Story's biggest selling point was ever the comedy, but I don't know, man. I'm a little conflicted.
And second, I haven't seen the first Toy Story movie in like at least 20 years. You know, the main kind of shtick on this channel is going back and watching older movies, older kids movies specifically, and trying to see how they hold up and compare to modern times. So, looks like it's time once again for another
Never really got that impression out of this channel, but that's just me, though.
episode of Allegedly Grown Man Watching a Kids Show. 1995.
Allegedly, you are grown. Anyone past the age of 21 can pretty much be considered a grown adult.
I was 7 years old, and out comes this movie that's only made with 3D graphics CGI? What? It looks so
Even for the time, it was still pretty good in terms of animation.
Yo, graphics will literally never look better than this. But now that I'm a couple years older, I wanted to go back and see how the first Toy Story actually was. You know, so come along, fellow jaded millennials, let's take
I really do wonder how this film would have played out if it was just traditional hand-drawn animation.
a walk. But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Surfshark.
But then again, at the time, I think I think Pixar was owned by Steve Jobs or something along those lines.
VPN. If you've been on the internet in like any way at all recently, you know that your privacy is under attack. Every website tracks everything you do.
Yeah, Chronoroki. It basically was the pioneer for 3D animation, for better or worse. Nowadays, though, it's mostly for worse because I feel like it's not an obsolete practice, just a really cliche practice that it's really hard to be creative with it.
US ID laws, UK ID laws. In Europe, they're trying to make it so the government can read any and all private messages on any messaging app. And
I'm guessing this is about his sponsor. I'm guessing, I don't know, Surfshark?
in theory, this is all for the greater good, but all it takes is one lazy employee and one dedicated hacker, and all that information can be leaked to anyone. For this and many other reasons, if you
Yep,
use the
okay, yep. It's just a sponsor talk of a VPN or whatever. Yep.
Everyone, this is a
Stack up!
Don't anybody
Everybody move! Money, 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 money.
now empty that safe.
Money, 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 money. Say it.
Money, money, money.
I don't know why I love that line so much. I just do. Ironically better than any line out of Mr. Krabs.
Never really thought about this until now, but like Andy is such a loser kid.
Hey, he's like 8 years old, man. Give him a break. We were all losers at the time.
You know what I mean? Like, here's this 8-year-old suburban white kid in the mid-90s, and he's playing with Mr. Potato Head and Slinky Dog and a Woody doll from, like, the 1950s or whatever. Why does he even have this, by the way?
If anything, I appreciate his creativity and his imagination, but that's just me, though.
Like, where's his mom getting these? Not a single Game Boy in sight. Not even one of those, like, Tiger Electronic
Bold.
games where they tricked you with, like, Sonic on the cover.
Like, I don't know, man. Keep in mind, that ball joke from the SpongeBob movie, that was 2004. Is that really their best point? Is that really what we consider comedy nowadays? Like, at a certain point, you just got to think to yourself, yeah, this joke is really old. Did they think this is funny?
But then the game was actually just like...
I don't know, man. Add some pretty epic final boss music to that, and you might be onto something. Just let the imagination flow, is all I can tell you.
Your kid's gonna love it. Minutes of fun.
Dinosaur! Who eats force field dogs?
I love how the captions just say Horsefield Dog instead of Forcefield Dog.
You're going to jail, Bart. Say goodbye to the wife and tater tots.
I don't know. Okay, to be fair, I did watch this movie in Spanish as a kid. I don't think I've ever seen the English variant in its entirety.
Oh, not the early Pixar.
I will say this, though. Molly in 1995? Okay, to be fair, though, baby Molly never looked good because, well, again, product of the time. I don't blame them for it, but it's still not fun to look at.
Children. No, make it stop.
She could have looked worse, though.
So was Andy, by the way. Just absolute demon children as far as the eye can see.
Hey, okay, come on. You paused at a really inconvenient frame, man. You can't be that unfair. Da 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 da.
9/11 was an inside job.
Why would you? Okay, I'm not gonna comment on that.
Okay, so after playing with his toys for a while, Andy has
The last thing I want is this stream's getting political, guys. That's all I can tell you.
to go downstairs. And here's where we get to learn, like, the whole setup for the movie, kind of. So a week from now, Andy and his family are going to move away. So the toys are kind of preparing themselves for this because, you know, it's a big deal, as you could imagine.
Yeah.
But also, there's something even more pressing that's so important that Woody has to call a whole press conference.
Okay. Oh, yes, one minor note here. Andy's birthday party has been moved to today.
I love the fact that he said it so subtly.
Next we have...
Hold on, play that shot again.
Andy's birthday party.
Okay, I might risk getting copyrighted, but screw it. I love the fact that even the Mr. Spell is saying what. I love those kinds of visual gags, and you know what? This movie was full of them.
And so, mere minutes after this, the kids start arriving for Andy's birthday with all kinds of presents. And you see, this is really scary for the toys, because, like, what if Andy gets a new...
Yeah, Pixel. Like I said, it's really hard to be creative with the 3D graphics and whatnot. But I feel like there are times where we should just go back to 2D animation altogether. Heck, Studio Ghibli still does. Like, I really feel like 2D hand-drawn animation should be more common than 3D. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's more time-consuming, but at the same time, you are saving a lot on budgeting and money, because 2D is definitely a lot cheaper.
New toy, or like a real...
Like, I don't know. There just has to be a certain balance, if that makes any sense.
Toy that's not from World War II. You know what I'm saying? Tiger Electronic Castlevania.
This is a thing? Okay, I'll stop. Is this one of those little toys that they sold with that came with the McDonald's Happy Meal back in the day? Or did they actually sell this on the free market? I don't know, man.
You're right, Mom. This is way better than some stupid old Game Boy. I'm just happy I get to spend time with you. You're the best mom ever.
Times like these, I'm particularly grateful to have a parent that's actually in touch with what their kids want, more or less. Or at the very least, if I asked my dad for something, if I asked my dad for a Game Boy or a game in particular, he would save money, he would say eventually, like I would do my chores, all that good stuff, and he would buy it for me. I would tell him what I want and he would buy it.
You take a look at all those presents.
Like he wouldn't think to himself, oh, don't you want something cheaper? Oh, don't you want this instead? He didn't try to manipulate me by any means.
I can't see
Even if it might have been for the best.
Yes, sir. We're next month's garage sale fodder for sure.
I love the fact that frickin' Ham just talks like a frickin' auctioneer.
Oh, for crying out loud, they're all in box.
What's his voice actor's name? I think it's John Ratzenberg. Like, I don't know where else I've seen it, but I love his voice, man.
But you know, it really was smart of them to make the movie about toys. Because, like, Lord help us if they made one about people.
At this day in that day and age, in 1995, yeah, visually, it would have been an even uglier film. Not that it was too ugly to begin with, but like I said, first ever fully scaled 3D animated movie. It gets a lot of mercy when it comes to that.
But it also kind of highlights, to me at least, how like nowadays with 3D animation, they can literally do anything. So like nothing really feels special anymore. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Anyway, so Woody sends out...
Like I said, really hard to be creative with it. A la, say, Spider-Verse / Last Wish. I'm telling you, man, Last Wish is an absolute classic. Still one of my favorite DreamWorks films of all time. Top 3.
The Army Men toys to spy on the kid. And let everyone know if Andy ends up getting some new toys, they might have to welcome to the family. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, guys, I know you... Can y'all name the specific characters? Because outside of the truck from Cars, I don't remember a lot of his appearances. Or maybe it's just because I watched... Most of the Pixar movies I watched growing up, they were in Spanish. So that's probably why I don't remember for the life of me.
It's a lunchbox. We've got a lunchbox here.
A lunchbox?
Lunchbox?
For lunch.
Okay, second present. It appears to be. Okay, it's bed sheets.
Who invited that kid?
Come to think of it, guys, I think part of the reason I dislike Toy Story 4 so much is just because there's a lot less focused on the toy ensemble, i.e. Rex, Slinky, Mr. Potato Head, Ham, even Jessie really got shafted in terms of screen time in Toy Story 4 because a lot of the banter with these guys, it is absolute gold.
Man, I love this movie. This movie's already so much funnier than like most of the stuff they've put out the last 10 years.
Oh, right, he was the Underminer. Okay, like I said, Sora, most of what I watched was in Spanish, so that's probably why I don't remember. And oh my gosh, he was P.T. Flea. Oh, okay, you know what? It's all kicking in, because some of those movies, I did watch them in English. Bugs Life, the VHS copy I owned, it was in English, so... Okay, Monsters, Inc., I never actually owned the VHS, but I do watch the movie, and I still think it's a classic.
But of course, as we all know, Andy does indeed end up getting a brand new toy. The hottest toy of 1995.
Wait, really, Sora? Oh my god, wow. Wow, he really has been in everything, or at least in the in the 2000s. Wait, will this get copyrighted? Probably not. It's a really old commercial. Okay. This was a thing? This was a thing, apparently. You know what? Maybe the Barbie movie was onto something when it comes to this stuff.
Shaven Fun Kendall has real hair.
No, actually, it's just some lame-o Buzz Lightyear toy. Yeah, okay.
Wait, where the heck was he in Coco, Sora? Am I tripping? God, okay. You know what? Screw it. Screw it. I'm just gonna look up the IMDb. Ratzenberger, IMDb. Okay, hold on. Could have sworn it was just Ratzenberg, but you know what? What does that tell you? Okay. Toy Story 5. He still voices Ham all these years later, which is kind of crazy. Let's see. Wait, who's Fritz? Inside Out 2. Apparently a character in Monsters at Work. Some random background character in Soul. Yeah, I would not have recognized that for the life of me. Another NPC in Onward. Still the truck and all the car spin-offs, or at least a one-off series. He did reprise his role as Ham in Kingdom Hearts 3. Okay. Still the Underminer in The Incredibles. I did remember that one. Even in the Lego version. Wow. Wait, who the heck is Juan Ortodoncia? Yeah, probably just another one-off character. Okay, to be fair, guys, a lot of these roles are really insignificant in the movie, so maybe that's why I don't remember them as well as I do. So yeah, please, stop holding it against me, please.
But the real problem here is not the toy itself, but how he takes over Woody's place on the bed, the most sacred of sacred spots. In a few short years, they're both going to be replaced by soggy playboys that Andy and his friends find in like a ravine behind the school, you know? But for now...
Why you gotta go in that direction, man? Like I said, some of the humor, even with any YouTuber, even me, it can be hit or miss.
It's Woody's place.
Especially when it gets that inappropriate about a kid's film of all things. I love the fact that they basically don't show any of their faces because they probably didn't even bother rendering them. Because like I said, 1995, they get a pass when it comes to cutting corners with the animation budget and whatnot.
So this is Buzz, and his whole thing, as we all know, is that he thinks he's like a real gosh darn space ranger.
All these years later, guys, yeah, he was kind of a childhood icon for me, so I might be a little biased. But if you completely ignore his character derailment in Toy Story 4, dare I say it, he's still my favorite character. And you know what? While I'm here saying it, disregard Lightyear too, please.
He will be in the future of an alternate universe, which itself has diverging timelines that reconnect via magic MacGuffin power, because what the heck was Pixar even trying to do here?
And they really try to sell us on the idea that this is the film that Andy watched that made him want a Buzz Lightyear action figure. Bull frickin' crap. Yeah, I know, Sora. I was kind of hoping the video would get into it before somebody in chat mentioned it.
Buzz Lightyear to Star Command. Come in, Star Command. Star Command, come in. Do you read me? Why don't they answer?
So does every new toy either real, or like is it just Buzz?
Yeah, do they all just have the same illusions upon being after right after being created and whatnot?
Why does Buzz think this about himself? Like, I assume Lotso didn't think he was like a real strawberry bear, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so yeah, Buzz.
Okay, to be fair, maybe he was under a different, okay, if you know Lotso's story, maybe it was a little different for him. I don't know, man. It's really not the kind of plotline you really should be thinking about too much.
He thinks he's a real space ranger and shows off how he can kind of sort of fly for reals, you guys.
Me, I'm already half Xehanort. Sorry. Can. C-A-N. Such a common word in the English language. And what does YouTube's subtitles say? I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be. Sorry.
Oh, wow, you magnificently.
I found my moving buddy.
Hey, yo, girl, aren't you in the... Hey, no, what? I don't remember that line.
Yeah, whatever, Bo Peep. I don't even need you anyway. I'm gonna go find a better toy fresh out of college who doesn't even care that I don't.
Why does my guy have a Nendoroid of Dark Magician Girl from Yu-Gi-Oh? I might be alone in this, guys, and I'm usually try not to be too judgmental, but if you own an action figure, if you own any sort of figurine that's modeled after a character that's clearly meant to be attractive, I really do question the kind of person you are. That's just me, though. Like I said.
I don't have a job. I think it's cool that I drink 7 Monster Energies a day. So because of all this nonsense with Buzz being Andy's new favorite toy and he can fall with style or whatever, he even has a button you can push where he says cool stuff like, what do you think?
Because that's... Okay, guys, if you're wondering why I'm laughing so hard, it's because that's Tim Allen. That iconic sound effect, that whole that's Tim Allen, the voice of Buzz Lightyear. Complete coincidence, and that. Okay, that's funny, man. You're a funny guy. You're a funny guy, Alex.
It's not too happy about things starting to change around here.
T-O-Y. Toy.
Excuse me, I think the word you're searching for is Space Ranger.
The word I'm searching for, I can't say because there's preschool toys present.
Okay, okay, am I alone in thinking that the first movie was definitely the funniest of the bunch? For freaking 1995, that really says a lot.
You know, they just really don't make movies like they used to, you know what I'm saying?
No, nothing Teutonic. It's just why does he have an action figure of such a let me put it this way. Why do you have an action figure of his waifu, quote unquote? Like, I don't know. That's always been such a creepy prospect to me.
Pixar was really something special.
Hey, guys, look!
Like, imagine me if I had a figurine of Cordelia from Fire Emblem Awakening on my table here. Like, I don't know. It would just say a lot about me. Like, like I've said in the past, I'm not really one for novelty or collectibles, and that's part of the reason. Like, people will just look at me funny, and really, no, it just makes me feel like a creep.
It's the real Buzz Lightyear!
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Oh, gosh. You just play it.
No. Buzz, look, an alien! Where?
What? Stop. What is that face?
It's not really the line that makes me laugh in that moment. It's really just the laugh. The delivery on the laugh. Ah!
What happened? All right, guys. Hey, let's make a movie about toys.
Oh, gosh.
And like traumatize the kids. Yeah, that's a great idea.
I know he's trying to creep me out, but I'm still laughing.
Now, while this is all going on, the toys see the neighbor kid across the street tying dynamite to one of his toys to blow it up, I assume.
No, that's Scud, you idiot. That is Sid.
You mean that happy child?
That ain't no happy child.
He tortures toys just for fun!
Okay, I'm sick of the Sid slander in these movies, all right? Sure, he's ugly and has braces, and he's definitely not gonna wear his—
Okay, that has nothing to do with the fact that he's ugly, bro. I'm telling you, man, people will say anything just to get out of being a horrible person.
Retainer, so all this is gonna be a huge waste of money anyway. But still, tying toys to fireworks just to blow them up for fun, that was a rite of passage for every 90s kid. Okay.
I mean, he's not wrong, but from the toys' perspective, yeah, it's definitely terrifying. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not really speaking from experience, but it wouldn't surprise me if that was a common practice, at least in the United States.
Okay, when you're 10 and you discover fire, like, that's the best summer vacation of all time. But okay, so Andy and his mom are packing their things for the big move, Max Cave style, you know what I'm saying? But they get—
I have no idea what that means, but sure.
So tired and hungry that Andy's mom offers to take him to Pizza Planet.
Yo, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not sure how suburban the town they live in is, but taking him to what's basically Chuck E. Cheese on a casual afternoon, like, I don't know, what a goated mom, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Become men and men become put on a list. However,
hey, yo.
Andy can only bring one toy, and Woody knows this is his chance to reclaim his place at the top of the food chain. So he uses the little RC car to try and knock Buzz like behind the dresser, and so then Andy will have to take Woody to Pizza Planet. But things don't really go as planned.
How did neither Andy or his mom hear that? I don't know, man. Yeah, obvious reference is obvious. And the classic Wilhelm scream never gets old, in my opinion. At least when it's used in small doses.
No one sees him do this except the RC car, of course. And when the car tells everyone that Woody knocked Buzz out the window, someone's—
Wait, Tails, have you always had 2 accounts? Or did you change your PFP?
being a frickin' snitch.
What is it, boy? He's saying that this was no accident. Huh?
What do you mean?
I mean, Humpty Dumpty was pushed. No. Why would it?
What?
Geez, guys, some real fair weather friends you are. What about the marketplace of ideas, huh? Debate me. My think piece on why getting rid of everything I don't like is actually good for whatever buzzword gets you riled up the most. But so because Buzz fell out the window, now Andy has no choice but to take Woody with him, like the good Lord intended. However, on the way, Andy's mom stops at a gas station, and guess who comes barreling in through the sunroof?
Oh my gosh. The more I look back on this movie, guys, the more I think to myself, yeah, this is the funniest of the 5. Not that I've seen 5 yet, but still.
How am I gonna convince those guys it was an accident?
Hold on, is he actually gonna show it though?
Buzz!
Okay, that was not there. He edited that in, but still.
Buzz! Ha! You're alive!
Yeah.
So they fight for a bit, and while they do that, Andy's mom drives—
Wait, why is it Bob the Tomato and Larry the Cucumber? I don't know, but I kind of wish he talked about the line there. I'd just like you to know, revenge is not an idea we promote on my planet. But we're not on my planet, are we?
with Andy in the car too, I assume. And now neither Woody nor Buzz are going to Pizza Planet.
Andy! I'm lost. Oh, I'm a lost toy.
Toy Story is actually incredibly dark if you think about it for a couple minutes.
Why?
Like lost toys, landfills full of like sentient toys that can't move or talk anymore.
Yeah. Do they eventually die? Do they have souls that transcend their bodies? Do they just stay there for all eternity? Or do they I don't know what to make of it, guys. Yeah, it is a little confusing and by extension dark.
Forever.
The more I think about it.
12-year-old boy myself, like Woody and Buzz are gonna start witnessing a whole lot of who knows what pretty soon. All right. Anyway, so they hitch a ride to Pizza Planet, but Buzz gets sidetracked by this freaking.
I hate the fact that he skipped the whole ride, but still.
Sweet rocket ship over here. Oh, I just realized it's a red rocket. You know what, Pixar? I approve.
Wait, what? I don't get it.
Danger from the outside.
Oh my gosh, sorry, you're right. He did skip that too. You are a toy!
It's an intergalactic emergency. I need to commandeer your vessel to Sector 12. Who's in charge here?
The Claw. Iconic, man. Just iconic. It's all I can say.
You know, thinking about this movie, like when it came out, it's just so clever with how it translated like toy stuff into this like toy society. You know, like the aliens think the Claw is their god, or like how the toys just kind of interact with each other. Like kids movies really used to respect their audience so much more than they do nowadays.
Nowadays they just openly admit to pandering to iPad kids. I'm not even kidding, guys. There's an interview out there with frickin' Miyamoto where that was straight up his mentality while producing the Mario Galaxy movie.
It's not even close. But anyway, while they're trying to escape the claw machine, a special certain little someone named Sid Phillips stops by, and somehow this kid is just always everywhere.
Wow, what are the odds? How did he get here? How's he? Okay, to be fair, he skateboarded here. They do clarify that, but that's not exactly what I meant.
By himself? I'm starting to think this kid might have neglectful parents.
I have been chosen.
Yeah, even for a small rural town, I don't know about you guys, but even maybe things would have been different in the 90s, but nowadays, yeah, I do not trust my kid to go outside on his own, at least at that hour, because it's already dark. He doesn't get home until dark.
Farewell, my friends. I go on to a better place. Gotcha.
A Buzz Lightyear? No way!
Also, his voice is so perfect. Like, I wonder who it was.
What about it?
This. No freaking way.
What?
The hot guy from Princess Diaries?
Really?
Brink? The titular main character of the movie Brink?
Huh. That's some cute trivia. I don't really care. It's still kind of funny, but still.
He has been chosen.
All right, double prize.
Not even gonna question the fact that there's a cowboy doll in this whole crane game featuring space characters. All right, man. Sure, knock yourself out.
And so Sid ends up getting Buzz and Woody from the claw machine and takes them home to do all kinds of evil kid stuff, like take them apart and re-engineer them in surprisingly smart ways.
Yeah, I know he was basically tortured and experimented on, but this still freaked me out as a kid. That's just no. Oh my gosh, nightmare fuel. Like, I know he was ultimately friendly, but it really took some time for it to grow on me.
Okay, let's try and be objective here for a second. Is Sid really a bad guy? I mean, from the point of view of the toys themselves, maybe,
Yes.
I guess.
Yes. Unquestionably, yes.
If we assume that toy sentience is not based in some kind of spiritual genesis, then really Sid is just playing with toys.
Again, the less you think about it, the better. Again.
Is in a different way than the commercials intended, right? Now, if the toy consciousness is indicative of a soul of some kind, that soul does not appear to be...
Okay, do we really need to get into these technicalities? I mean, go off, but... don't expect me to listen.
Directly tied to mortality, as we see with Mr. Potato Head or like Sid's sister's doll.
Okay, to be fair though, Potato Head's sentient. It's basically... How do I put this in a way that makes sense? It's tied to his it's collective but individual parts, if that makes any sense.
So there really is no moral or spiritual argument against Sid's actions, other than the fact that Woody just doesn't like them from like a self-preservation standpoint. Justice for Sid, that's all I'm saying, okay? If he was more attractive, they would have given him an engineering...
Okay, I think they make it very clear though that... I think later on in the movie, you know, that whole, so play nice. We don't like to be tortured, or however the line went. Point is, yeah, they've come to terms with the fact that they're freaks of nature in the toy world, but the fact of the matter is they did not appreciate what they were done to. what they did to them.
Scholarship. But anyway, so now that Sid is gone, Woody and Buzz try to escape. But Sid's horrible sleep paralysis demon dog is
Oh my
blocking the
gosh.
stairs. I mean, seriously, guys, what the heck happened here? Who approved this?
I don't think it was that bad, but the dog was terrifying. Either way, the dog was pretty freaking terrifying, especially from Woody's POV.
Buzz ends up sneaking into what I assume is Sid's dad's room, and that's when he sees something on the TV that's gonna change his life forever.
Yep.
Girls Gone Wild travels year-round, coast to coast.
Why do certain YouTubers just feel the need to make these painfully gratuitous, inappropriate references? Just why? Just why?
Meeting thousands of hot co-ed.
Buzz Lightyear, the world's greatest superhero, now the world's greatest toy!
Okay, I'm gonna skip through this because he did not play any music over the sound.
And this is the moment when Buzz realizes
I love the fact that he didn't use his usual sound effect there.
that Woody was right. He is just a toy. He's not a real space ranger at all. He can't even.
Gee, what gave it away? Was it the dog that was 4 times his size? Was it the fact that everything is so much bigger in perspective? I don't know, man. I'm glad this actually gets addressed soon enough, but it was still a little flimsy when it comes to the overall narrative.
Knock over a stack of cans without human help. Now, that's just embarrassing. And he tries to prove himself.
So just go back in the VOD. Just go back in the VOD, and you'll know what happened.
To himself one last time. You know, maybe he can fly, okay? Maybe all the stuff everyone's saying about him is not true.
Did they, Sora? Maybe Star Wars took him from somewhere? Nah, probably not. I want to say it originated with Star Wars. The sound was designed right there for the production of Star Wars, but who knows, man? Maybe they did get the rights for it.
Maybe it is average sized, you know?
Even for 1995, it was freaking Disney.
But alas, much like all of us, his dreams must inevitably be shattered.
Mom!
Uh-huh.
Mom, have you seen my Sally doll? What, dear? What was that? Never
Dare I say it? Is this upcoming scene the funniest bit in the movie? I want to say so. Please tell me he actually goes through with it. Please tell me he actually shows it on stream, on the video.
Clutches of Sid's little sister.
What happened to you?
Here we go. Here we go.
Sucking down Darjeeling
Dealing with Maria Antoinette and her little sister.
I think you've had enough tea for today. Let's get you out of here.
See, this is what I mean. Like, early Pixar was just so effortlessly funny. And like,
yes.
That never really felt try hard. You know what I mean?
I am Mrs. Nesbit.
I haven't seen or thought about this movie in decades, okay? But like, even just watching it now, I can't help but be reminded that like early Pixar was so good. Like, even just the kind of story of the movie itself, like how Woody is allowed to be flawed and
like, can we say? Is there a certain point in time where we could start saying Pixar started falling off? I want to believe there's a certain point, but I'm not exactly sure where.
With the consequences for his lapse in judgment, instead of what we get now, where characters are inherently flawless, and the only real conflict is that they just don't have enough confidence.
Yeah.
Like, Woody himself is kind of the villain of the movie, I guess. Like,
yeah, he really was. For 80% of the movie, he really was.
And then he has to overcome his shortcomings.
Years of academy training wasted.
Which is something I feel like a lot of kids media
oh
just
gosh.
Doesn't do. You know what I mean? But all the same, Woody brings Buzz back to Sid's room, and Sid comes in with his newest military-grade explosive.
Yeah.
It came! It finally came! The big one.
Something tells me. Yeah, I don't know what the regulations are for fireworks and whatnot, but there is no way that was legal in 1995. Whatever the heck the implications are with this one, there's no way it was legal.
Extremely dangerous. Keep out of reach of children.
Oh, well, that answers my question.
How is this this kid buying this stuff?
How is his mom so passive about it? Like, I guess there's some implication with his dad that he's a bit of a bum, but
the money from?
what is going on here?
Pizza Planet? He's getting uranium bombs from the cartels or something? Like,
exactly. For some reason, as per my recent video, I feel I need to remind you all that this is a joke, and I'm aware that he's probably not taking taxis to Pizza Planet, nor is his firework or uranium bomb. Okay, yeah, we know you're exaggerating, man. Yeah, I guess this is one of those, for legal reasons, this is a joke situation.
Anyway.
Yeah, I guess that would be a fine point to... Okay, to be fair, though, after Cars 2, it's not like all of the Pixar films are bad. Okay, to be fair, though, Brave was pretty bad, and that was the film after. I don't know, man.
So tomorrow, Sid is gonna blow up Buzz, and Woody doesn't want that to happen because he needs Buzz's help to get home.
I love this freaking visual with Bob and Larry, man. Please, just keep using it. I questioned it at first, but it kind of grew on me.
He also needs Buzz to be alive so he can prove to everyone that he did not murder him. But also, he realizes that all this happened because he was just being a jealous little baby boy, and he needs to buck up and fix his mistake.
Oh gosh, probably Tails. Because, yeah, I think regulations are a lot more lenient in this country, and speaking as someone with a lot of rowdy neighbors, yeah, it checks out. It checks out.
Right all along. I'm not a space ranger.
Whoa, hey, wait a minute. Being a toy is a lot better than being a space ranger.
You sure you want to go with that logic, man?
In that house is a kid who thinks you are the greatest, and it's not because you're a space ranger, pal. It's because you're a toy. You are his toy.
Now, this little heart-to-heart talk makes Buzz realize that being a toy is okay, you know?
Yeah, not so bad. But Woody was definitely glazing the prospect a little too much. But given his character, it does check out.
But right that moment, Sid wakes up from his incredible sleeping position. You know, you sleep like this when you're like 10, and you wake up no problem, run downstairs, turn on Disney Channel, heck yeah, let's go. But
yeah.
You hit your 30s, and you sleep with
You really just appreciate the innocence of the time. The innocence you had at the time.
Ergonomic pillow, an ergonomic mattress, and a weighted blanket or whatever, and somehow you still wake up like...
Oh yeah! Time for liftoff!
Okay, why does he have like 6 different... Okay, you really do... The more I look at this kid, the more I have questions about his upbringing.
And so, long story short, Woody's plan is to get the toys outside the house without anyone noticing, and then they're all gonna like come to life in front of Sid and scare him into leaving Buzz alone. It's probably the most iconic scene from the movie.
Yeah, probably. Okay, I get that it kind of loses its oomph without the original background music, but I get it. Copyright's just a jerk. So play nice. I really wish you could show all of it, guys, but y'all already know how it goes with YouTube, man.
Hold on. What is that run?
Yeah, who animated that run? It couldn't just run like a normal person who's... They had to animate the most cartoonish run they could think of back in 1995.
But okay, anyway, so just to summarize the ending here, Woody and Buzz are chasing after the moving truck because they're just like a second too late when Andy's family was leaving. And they use the rocket to turbo boost themselves all the way to Andy's mom's car, and everything is fine.
Hey, wow! What is it? Woody! Buzz! Oh, great, you found them. Where were they? Here in the car! See? Now, what did I tell you? Right where you left them.
And then we fast forward to Christmas 1995. Now, that was a heck of a Sears catalog, I'll tell you that right.
Wait, what? Hef's in the chat for Sears, guys.
Sure, cover your entire bathroom with carpet in a house with 4 boys. Genius idea. Hard day
No.
at the accounting firm, honey. You better
No.
have the floor mat racetrack ready to go when I get there.
What is this catalog? Oh my gosh, the 90s were a wild time, guys.
Games, back before they nickel and dimed you with crazy prices. Man, we had it so good. Video games only used to cost like $100 for Doom on Super Nintendo. Wasn't even good.
I don't know, Swamp. I really don't know.
Holly's first present is Mrs. Potato Head. Repeat.
Yeah, Little Me's, that's definitely a very glaring inconsistency when it comes to Buzz. He doesn't know he's a toy, or at the very least he refuses to accept the fact. But somehow, in all the time that Andy has owned him, it has never occurred to him, wait, I'm not a toy. Why do I have to pretend to stand still? I guess it was just dumb luck. I mean, it was just a span of, what, a few days? Between Andy's birthday and the day of the move? What, 6 days? A whole week?
Mrs. Potato Head. Way to go,
I guess I can roll with it, but it's still a little flimsy.
Idaho. Gee, I better shave.
As for the movie, it ends, you know, with Sid's dog Scud like 5 miles from home, stuck in a traffic accident pileup.
Aww. At the end of the day, I do feel bad for the dog, even if he was raised by a douche.
Still there to this day. The end. So yeah, I mean, I kind of already said all this, but like, this movie holds up surprisingly well.
Yes, it really does.
Capabilities were not quite there yet.
It's a little clunky, but you can give it a pass, just given the time.
Obviously, but the story itself, it's surprisingly mature. It's kind of this like redemption story about how someone can let jealousy get the best of them, but then they have to work to make things right. Like, why is this movie so much better than anything?
Yes,
especially given how it was the
dare I say it, guys, the sequel, the first 2 sequels specifically, they're even better.
First Pixar movie, like,
but this is still the funniest one. I think I can stand by that now.
They really knocked it out of the park.
And that's that, guys. That's really all I can say. Oh, look at the kitty. I did not know. Oh, okay, my guy is doing well for himself for a 38-year-old. Okay, just saying. All right, guys. I've been running my mouth for, I want to say, has it been 3 hours? Okay, 2.5 hours, but we did start late today, and I really got nothing else in terms of reactions and whatnot. And like I said, I still got to make dinner. I'm still down to watch Among Us tonight, guys, on the Discord server. But like I said, we're gonna push it to 7 p.m. just because I started stream late today. And I think we're gonna leave it at that. Or I don't know. I kind of want to go the full 3 hours, especially because I got nothing better going on today. But at the same time, I am feeling a little lazy. Buzz, we missed the truck. We're not aiming for the truck. Yep. Iconic one-liner after another, man. I took it as Buzz being a space police officer who's just respecting what he sees as their culture by following the... You know what? That's a good way to go at it. Not gonna lie. I don't hate that. But even then, it would have been nice if they showed at least one instance of it, but... And again, did they show it in the montage? I don't know, guys. It's been a hot minute since I've seen this movie. And honestly, nothing is stopping me from watching it on Disney+. I do wonder. Like, I don't know, guys. I will say this. Once we're done watching Among Us on the Discord, I kind of want to get into some more things. To screen share a couple more viewings. Just to, you know, hang out with the community a little more and whatnot. But with that being said, though, guys. Yeah. Okay, first things first. Make the Mudkip smile again. I will say this though, that was a fun watch, but at the same time, that joke really made me roll my eyes. But all right. I think with that being said, we're gonna call it there, guys. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. As always, if your heart so desires, like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and join the Discord. Tonight on the server, we're finishing Among Us. There's only 3 episodes left, guys, and they're all like, what, 11 minutes long and whatnot. So yeah, we're gonna finish that, and we'll see how things go tomorrow. Speaking of which, I will see you guys tomorrow at around noon. Hopefully we're gonna go back on the regular scheduling and whatnot, because today I had to start late for personal reasons. With that being said, though, guys, once again, MC by signing out. Take care. Bye.